bó bá ṣènìyàn ló dúró a máa gbéraga. Bó bá ṣènìyàn ló dúró fún mi o àti máa sì règùn. Onídùúró mi ẹ ṣé o, aláàánú mi ẹ ṣé o, aláàánú mi ẹ ṣé o. Bó bá ṣènìyàn ló dúró ni a ti máa gùn. Bó bá ṣènìyàn ló dúró a ti máa gara. Bó bá ṣènìyàn ló dúró fún mi o a ti máa sì règùn. Onídùúró mi ẹ ṣeun o. Olóore mi, olóore mi o, olóore mi, olóore mi o, kí ni bá fi san fún ọ o. Olóore mi, kí ni máa fi san fún ọ o. Olóore mi o, olóore, olóore mi, olóore mi o. Olóore mi, olóore mi o, kí ni bá fi san fún ọ o. Olóore mi, kí ni bá fi san fún ọ o. Wọlé, kéwú ni ó fi wọlé. Ilé ológo, ilé aláyọ̀, kéwú ni ó fi wọlé. Kéwú ni ó fi wọlé. Kéwú ni ó fi wọlé. Ilé ológo, ilé aláyọ̀, kéwú ni ó fi wọlé. Ó máa bá sálátù ránṣẹ́ o. Ó máa bá sálátù ránṣẹ́. Ó máa bá sálátù ránṣẹ́ o. Ó máa bá sálátù ránṣẹ́. Nígbà tán ò jẹ́ máa gbé, tán ò jẹ́ máa gbé, tán ò jẹ́ máa gbé Mẹ́dínà. Ó máa bá sálátù ránṣẹ́. èmi yóò máa tún hallelujah ránṣẹ́ o. Ó máa hallelujah ránṣẹ́. Ó máa hallelujah ránṣẹ́ o. Ó máa hallelujah ránṣẹ́. Nígbà tán ò jẹ́ máa gbé, tán ò jẹ́ máa gbé, tán ò jẹ́ máa gbé Jerusalem. Ó máa hallelujah ránṣẹ́. Ó mọpẹ́ mi wá o, bàbá wa gbọpẹ́. Ó mọpẹ́ mi wá o, bàbá wa gbọpẹ́. Ẹ̀mí mímọ́ wá gbọpẹ́ mi, mo fi ìyìn fún mẹ́ta lọ́kan. Ó mọpẹ́ mi wá o, bàbá wa gbọpẹ́. Mo mọpẹ́ mi wá o, bàbá wa gbọpẹ́. Ẹ̀mí mímọ́ gbọpẹ́ mi o, mo fi ìyìn fún mẹ́ta lọ́kan. Èdùmàrè sọ̀rọ̀ mi dayọ̀, mo dúpẹ́. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Orí burúkú kì í máa ń ṣe tàwa o, àṣọpẹ́. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Ẹni Ọlọ́run là ló lè káyé já. Nítorí rẹ̀ mo ṣe rọ̀ mọ́ ọ. Àgbẹ́kẹ̀lé mi má jẹ́ kó dòfo. Bàbá mo gbẹ́kẹ̀lé ọ. Ẹni Ọlọ́run là ló lè káyé yìí já. Nítorí rẹ̀ èmi ti rọ̀ mọ́ ọ bàbá. Àgbẹ́kẹ̀lé mi má jẹ́ kó dòfo. Bàbá mo gbẹ́kẹ̀lé ọ. À ń jáde lọ lóní Elédùmarè. À ń ń jáde lọ lóní Elédùmarè. Mo ní jíjáde wa káwa má pàdé àgbákò. Ohun tá ó jẹ la ó wà lọ bàbá, ká má pàdé ohun tí ó jẹ wá. Mo ní ohun tá ó jẹ la ó wà lọ bàbá, ká má pàdé ohun tí ó jẹ wá. Mo ní à ń jáde lọ táyà tọmọ lóní Elédùmarè. À ń jáde lọ lóní Elédùmarè. Jíjáde wa ká má gèlè ṣù lọ́nà. Ohun tá ó jẹ tá ó mu òun là ń wà lọ bàbá, ká má pàdé ohun tí ó jẹ wá. Ohun tá ó jẹ tá ó mu là ń wà lọ bàbá, ká má pàdé ohun tí ó jẹ wá. Open the floodgates in abundance and pour your rain to fall on us. Open the floodgates in abundance.
Ẹ káàárọ̀ o, káàbọ̀ sórí ètò yìí. Mo ní kí n kí yín ni o, kó má jẹ́ pé akọ̀dá yín jókòó àsọ̀rọ̀ sí yín. Kí yín fẹ́ káàbọ̀, ẹ ṣeun ta pè yín tẹ́ jẹ́ wa tẹ́dẹ̀ tún tètè dé. Àmọ́ à ń dúró de àwọn ọ̀gá wa kọ̀ọ̀kan. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ti wà lọ́nà, kódà wọ́n ti fẹ́ẹ̀ dé ẹjọ́. Ẹ bá wa faramọ́ wọn, ẹ máa gbá, ṣé ń gbádùn bọ̀dá mi tí ń bẹ lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ yìí? Ẹ bá mi ṣá wọn látẹ̀wọ́ torí èmi gan ti ń jó látàárọ̀. Carry go, Daddy Temi, wọ́n náà ń gbádùn yín. So ẹ fún wa ní a few more minutes á tó bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ẹ ṣeun.
Open the floodgates in abundance and pour your rain to fall on us. Baba oh, Baba oh, oh, Baba Baba òkèrè kékeré rẹ̀ o. Òkèrè kékeré rẹ̀ o. Ọmọ aráyé lé o. Ayé ló gbẹ́ kòtò sílẹ̀ tí wọ́n tẹ́ nílé lórí. Wọ́n ní kó wá sùnlé, irọ́ ni wọ́n fi pa. Bí pẹ́pẹ́yẹ bá ti jòkúta, omi ni ó fi ṣú. Ìpọ̀n rí ajá ò gbọ́dọ̀ gbẹ́kùn ní bùbá. Ayé ló gbẹ́ kòtò sílẹ̀ sẹ́, wọ́n tẹ́ nílé lórí. Wọ́n ní kó wá sùnlé, irọ́ ni wọ́n fi pa. Bí pẹ́pẹ́yẹ bá ti jòkúta, omi ni ó fi ṣú. Ìpọ̀n rí ajá kò gbọ́dọ̀ gbẹ́kùn ní bùbá. Mo bẹ̀rù àgbà, mo wá rí fáyé. Àní mo bẹ̀rù àgbà, mo wá rí fáyé. Ilé ayé le, ilé ayé le, ayé àkàmàrà, ayé mo fi àẹ́. Ilé ayé le, ilé ayé le, ayé àkàmàrà, ayé mo fi àẹ́. Ìlera lọ́rọ̀, ẹ jẹ́ ká tọ́jú ara wa. Mo ní ìlera lọ́rọ̀, ká tọ́jú ara wa ló tọ́. Ìmọ́tótó ṣóhun ló lè ṣẹ́gun àrùn gbogbo. Ìmọ́tótó ṣóhun ló lè ṣẹ́gun àrùn gbogbo. Ìmọ́tótó ilé, ìmọ́tótó ara, ìmọ́tótó oúnjẹ, ìmọ́tótó ló lè ṣẹ́gun àrùn gbogbo. Ìmọ́tótó ilé, ìmọ́tótó ara, ìmọ́tótó oúnjẹ, ìmọ́tótó ló lè ṣẹ́gun àrùn gbogbo. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tọ́jú ilé o. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tọ́jú ara wa. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tọ́jú oúnjẹ. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tọ́jú ara wa. You are Yahweh. 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 Alpha, Omega. You are Yahweh. Alpha, Omega. You are Yahweh. Alpha, Omega. You are Yahweh, Alpha, Omega.
Morning once again, distinguished guests, and thank you to the Rare Band for creating an enabling environment. We're about to start, promised. All the people we're expecting are here. So I'd like us to start. I'll be inviting the high table, the various distinguished guests that will be with us for this occasion. I'd like to start with my mommy, chairperson of this event. Don't even let me start because I won't finish. Please welcome with me Professor Catherine Falade. She's a professor. She just retired, but she's not tired. And she is a mentor of all. She used to be the director of IAMRAT, the director of the Ethics Review Committee. She's a distinguished pharmacologist, and it pleases me to have her with me. And of course, she's my mommy. Welcome, ma. Thank you, ma. And next, I'd like to invite the Provost College of Medicine, University of Ibadan, in the person of Professor Temidayo Ogundiran, FAM. He's ably represented to dentistry. Professor Bamidele Kolude. Thank you, sir. Welcome, sir. Next, I'd like to invite the current director of IAMRAT, Professor Ike Ajayi, high table. Thank you so much. I think she will join us course, no event can happen without finances. So it gives me great pleasure to invite the Financial Controller of the College of Medicine, University of Ibadan, in the person of Mr. Samson. Welcome. We need you on this side of the time. Thank you, sir. And so as we're going along, well, Professor Ike Ajayi is on her way down. Thank you, ma. You're welcome, ma. As we go on, we will be introducing other guests as they arrive. Permit me to introduce the principal investigator of this program, the VALIANT project, in the person of Professor Rufus. You're welcome, ma. Please give him a round of applause. The work he's doing, gbogbo iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n ń ṣe ní community wa náà la fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa lénìí. So I've been told that the representative of the medical librarian is around. The medical librarian is Dr. Grace Ajunwon. Heard she's been represented, and we will call. Oh, thank you so much, ma. Thank you, ma. You're welcome very much. Mrs. Eunice Aliu is ably representing Dr. Grace Ajunwon. Thank you so much. You're welcome. I think this side of the table is full enough. But I pé àwọn àlejò wa ti pé àbí ó kù bí èèyàn kan àbí méjì. So ẹ jẹ́ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀. And usually, as is customary for us, start with the national anthem. Wọ́n ti fún mi ní authority pé bí ni kí n dúró sí kí n yé rìn kiri. Èmi dẹ̀ like kí n máa move around, but I will obey. So can we have national anthem? Ṣá lè dìde? Jẹ́ ká dìde fún national anthem.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand.
much. Please sit down. Thank you very much. A round of applause for us all. It isn't easy to be an alumni of the University of Ibadan, also of the College of Medicine, University of Ibadan. When that anthem was coming to an end, people ran ahead because they were not alumni, so we know ourselves. But thank you for joining us. We're very proud of our College of Medicine, University of Ibadan. As I promised us, I'll be introducing our special guests as they come, and I'd like to recognize the presence of Professor Olaitan Soyanwo, a distinguished professor of anesthesia. Thank you, Ma, for coming and joining. Very welcome. You're looking gracious as ever. Thank you. Purple looks good on you, Ma. And so we would move on quite briefly because it take too much of our time. With the opening, the welcome address and opening remark, Professor Catherine. Oh, I'll away from here. Ọmọ aláìgbọràn, bí lọ ní kí n dúró. They want us to stand here so that we're not contributing the sound. You're welcome.
Pẹ̀lú ẹ̀yin ìyá wa, bàbá wa, láti rí ẹni bínú pé máa sọ láti lójú pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yín náà ló ẹ bàbá wa. Particular best thing that happened to me when I was director of IAMRAT was signing in Dr. I didn't employ him. Had been employed before my term began. I signed him, and he just took IAMRAT College of Medicine, the University of Ibadan, and flew and continues to fly. I'm so proud of him, and I am proud of this study, one of so many that he has spearheaded. This study, the name is so apt because study that shows readiness to conquer. A study that has gone through crucible, has come out of great findings. Wet lab research is excellent. I stand astride Alambe. So I appreciate both worlds. But these studies, they seem so basic, but they are wonderful. And the outcome has shown us why we must domesticate findings. We cannot continue to apply the results from Europe, from Asia, from the Americas to us in Africa. There's a whole lot of environmental, social, genetic, and cultural differences. When I was young, I grew up in Ekiti. So there were quite a few elderly. I'm sure you all know that the Ekiti people lived long. But they were a sprinkling in the community. Now, in this country, they are all beginning to live longer. And so the care, the indices that indicates the well-being of the elderly, of the older ones amongst us. Don't mind my look. I'm also elderly. I'm retired. We need special attention. And that is what the VALIANT studies had focused on. And today, they are going to treat us to the findings. I'm sure. Gbogbo yín ẹni wọ́n kàn ṣáà ń ṣe research ṣáá wọn jẹ́ á gbọ́ àmọ́ kí náà bá bọ̀ a máa jẹ́ kẹ́ mọ̀ kí náà bá bọ̀ lọ́tẹ̀ yìí o. I wish some of my younger colleagues were here and the students, because research is not complete until it is disseminated. I mean, we do the concept note, we do community entry, we get to write the proposal, we go through screening, we go into the field, we do the research, publish the findings. It doesn't end there. Community owns the research. You have to give it back to you. And so, I'm glad you are here. I'm glad you are honoring us and making it possible for us to give back the results of the VALIANT studies. I appreciate all members of the VALIANT group. It's the proper way to do research. Multicultural, multi-sectoral, international. It can only get better. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Maya. I wish you had spoken a bit of Ekiti because I like the melodious sound. Àwọn Èkìtì wo ló wà níbí báyìí? Mo ní ó yẹ kí mọ́mì wa bá wa sọ Èkìtì sí wa. Nítorí bá ṣe máa ń sọ, ó máa ń dùn mọ́ mi. Mo lè má mọ nǹkan tó ń sọ o, ṣùgbọ́n ó máa ń dùn mọ́ mi. Ṣùgbọ́n ní ṣókí, nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ fún wa ni pé inú wọn dùn láti wà níbí báyìí. Àwọn ni ó jẹ́ pé àwọn kọ́ ni wọ́n gbà professor wa sí ibiṣẹ́ àmọ́ ṣé mọ̀ pé tá bá kọ́kọ́ dé sí ibiṣẹ́ ẹni tó máa gbà wá tó máa ní ó yá kọ orúkọ rẹ̀ pé àwọn ni àwọn ṣe yẹn fún professor wa Professor Rufus Akinyemi wọ́n dẹ̀ wá sọ pé inú àwọn dùn ṣé mọ̀ kọ́lọ́ má jẹ́ ká fọwọ́ sí ìwé tí ò ní progress nítorí ìwé eléyìí kódà ẹ̀yin náà àrí bó ṣe ń jẹ́ pé inú àwọn dùn nítorí nǹkan tí wọ́n dáwọ́ lé yìí nǹkan tí ó wúlò gan fún wa ní àwùjọ yìí ni wọ́n ní tá bá ṣàkíyèsí pé ará Èkìtì làwọn pé ìgbà táwọn ń dàgbà arúgbó ò wọ́pọ̀ àmọ́ nísìnyí Èkìtì kan arúgbó púpọ̀ ni àbí kílẹ̀ ni mo wí yìí tó inú àwọn dùn nítorí gbogbo ìwádìí tí a ṣe nípa àwọn arúgbó náà nípa bí wọ́n ṣe lè gbégbé ìṣẹ̀ tí ó yẹ tí wọ́n fi lè gbé ilé ayọ̀ tí ó péye. Ẹ bá mi pàtẹ́wọ́ fún professor wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Inú mi tún dùn láti sọ fún yín pé representative of the Commissioner for Health ti wà ní àárín wa. Ẹ jọ̀wọ́ Dr. Adeoye Ebunoluwa, who is the coordinator of the NTDs for Oyo State. Please, ma, come to the high table. You are one of our distinguished guests. We have been waiting for you. Thank you for coming and for representing our Honorable Commissioner. Thank you so much. Now we will move on to other goodwill messages because you can't just put people on the high table and not let them have a bit of conversation with you. And so first, I would like to invite the Provost, College of Medicine, ably represented by Professor Kolude, for his goodwill message.
Good morning. Presenting the provost informed me that ably absent for some audience asked me to stand in. Naturally, I'd like to recognize very, very senior colleagues who are here. Is the chairperson today in the person of Professor Catherine Falade, who asked us to relate to it over and over again as the chairperson of it. You are welcome. I recognize also Professor Ike Ajayi, who is also present, that person of IAMRAT. You are welcome. Interestingly, we attended the same school, talking NTU. Welcome. Also recognize someone who is very, very, very important, and she will sit down quietly and you will know how important she is. I got to know her better at an international conference, Montreal, Canada. Didn't even know she was one of the top 7 in the whole world, the Society of Pain. They were talking and everybody kept referring to her book. It was a book launch. They were so excited. There will be a book launch. There will be a book launch. Pain, cancer pain. And when the thing started and they started introducing the author and everything, it was my boss that we came all the way from Nigeria. I welcome Professor Shoyonwu to this place. Welcome. She's someone whose shoes I cannot sleep. Very quiet, but it's loaded. I also welcome the financial controller to the College of Medicine. You are welcome, sir, and made a whole lot of difference to the faculty. Professor Rufus Akemi is a very important person in the world of the College of Medicine at another level, globally recognized, does exceptionally distinguished research work for record. The flyer, world-class researcher. I also welcome to the table members who are seated here. Please, if I'm not able to get my bearing right, you are all welcome. And the representative of the Commissioner for Health, who I learned is, if you are here, please can we have your, well done, thank you so much. Critical position, such. Our distinguished ladies and gentlemen, thank you for making time out of your schedule, busy schedule, and this Baba àti Mama tẹwà bá náà ṣe ìwà sí díẹ̀díẹ̀. Without missing word, I have little to say. I quickly got a brief about what the project is about, and Professor Akemi told me about vascular research. We all know that the vascular research become imperative. Topmost CDs, not communicated. Same time, adopted lifestyle, which is now tending towards the Western world. They're also having diseases that are similar in terms of blood pressure, others. So the communicable disease come to forefront of research. I just asked him what findings. Just discovered it's a strong association between prehension, grip, and cardiovascular function. Wow, that. Because I quickly search myself in the times to open a bottle or anything. It's a bit challenging. I have to please help me to. Meaning that the issue of grip, also having to certainly I will see for Sakiem after this for some checkup and if that is not fine between prehension of. So you see, I thought I was representing the provost, but I represent my terms of my own. Once again, I welcome us to this meeting. It's a very good deliberation. Discuss concerning issues of neurosciences and aging the research unit comes forward to tell us some interesting facts. Good morning, everybody. Thank you very much.
So much, sir. Thank you, Professor Bamidele Kolude, the Dean of the Faculty of Dentistry, who is ably representing the Provost of the College of Medicine, University of Ibadan, in the person of Professor Temidayo Okiran, FAS. It isn't easy. Àwọn tó mọ̀wé, àwọn ò mọ̀wé àbí ni wọ́n ti pọ̀ jù ń bí báyìí. So òyìnbó yẹn máa nípọn díẹ̀ bọ̀ bear with us, bá wa faradà náà ni. First and foremost, mo fẹ́ sọ ní ṣókí nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ, inú wọn dùn láti wà ní bí bọ́ ṣe sọ. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ti rí i pé iṣẹ́ tí à ń ṣe yìí pé àṣé ó tún relevant sáwọn náà. So inú wa dùn púpọ̀. And now we're going to move on to the goodwill message from the director of IAMRAT. Tẹ́ bá wo program ọwọ́ yín yẹn kì í ṣe IAMRAT o, kì í ṣe pé eku ni mí, IAMRAT là ń pè é. And it gives me great pleasure. Professor Catherine Falade, who is the chairperson of this event, was the past director. Now, the present director. Isn't this a wonderful gathering? Kindly welcome Professor Ike Ajayi to come and give her goodwill message. Ẹ bá mi ṣáwọn látẹ̀wọ́ kò easy láti kàwé yẹn jọ nítorí Ọlọ́run. Welcome.
Ẹ káàárọ̀ o, ẹ̀yin bá wa, ẹ̀yin ìyá wa, ọ̀rẹ́ wa, kúrò àti ẹ̀gbọ́n wa gbogbo. Àwọn ọ̀gá mi gbogbo tán wà ní tébù ní bíbá. Káàárọ̀ káfíńà. Nigeria, akàwé sí o. Representative of the commission, very happy having you. Commission. Olùdarí ètò, our provost, and my mother, chairman. Àwọn gan-an lọ̀gá mi o, wọ́n ní wọ́n Ọlọ́run ràn lọ́wọ́ tèmi náà àṣẹ tiwọn. Dúpẹ́ pé Ọlọ́run kò ètò tó ṣe sílẹ̀ láti tún. Ẹ jọ̀wọ́ ní tèmi, èmi ò kí ń sọ òyìnbó. Ó kẹ́ gbà mí bẹ bá ṣe rí mi. Kò sí púpọ̀ náà tí mo sọ. Náà ní ká dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín náà ni pé ẹ ṣé gidi. Láìsí yín kò lè sí ètò táwa ṣe lónìí. A dẹ̀ fẹ́ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwa ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Rufus Akínyẹmí tó gbétò yìí kalẹ̀. Mi dùn gidigidi ní láti. Torí ètò tá à ń sọ yìí, ètò yẹn ó gbé kalẹ̀, ó dẹ̀ wá jẹ́ wípé ọ́fíìsì institute tán sọ pé IAMRAT ibẹ̀ ni wọ́n fi ètò náà kalẹ̀ sí. Torí náà inú mi dùn gan-an torí pé inú iṣẹ́ yìí ti jáde tó wá sí. Inú wa dẹ̀ sì dùn pé ẹ fara gba gbogbo ètò ọkàntọkàn. Pé ó yọrí sí rere. Gbogbo ohun táwa náà bá ń ṣe á máa yọrí sí rere o. Ẹ̀yin tẹ jẹ́ kí tẹlòmíì dá tiyín náà á máa dá o. Ọlọ́run á wà pẹ̀lú wa, á fi ara balẹ̀. Èsì ìwádìí gbogbo wa là ń nàgà láti wò pé èwo la máa mú lọ ní òní yìí tó jẹ́ ẹ̀kọ́ gidi tó sì máa ṣe wá láǹfààní ní àgọ́ ara wa tá a bá mú lò. Ọlọ́run á ṣe wà o. Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ o. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Ẹ bá ní ṣáwọn látẹ̀wọ́. Ṣé mọ̀ pé tí èèyàn bá máa fi di professor, ẹ mọ̀ pé ó ti kàwé léwé. Wọ́n tún wá bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ ní Yorùbá. Ẹ ṣáwọn látẹ̀wọ́ lẹ́ǹkan sí. inú mi dẹ̀ dùn pé à ń sọ èdè abínibí wa nítorí ní ìlú òyìnbó àwọn ń sọ èdè tiwọn, ní China wọ́n ń sọ èdè tiwọn, so àsìkò ti tó báyìí náà kó jẹ́ àwa náà máa sọ èdè wa. Mo dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run pé ó dùn lẹ́nu wọn. Thank you so much once again ma. Kí a tó pe olùdarí ètò, mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gbọ́ yẹn náà ni o, ká tó pe wọ́n kọ́ wá bá a sọ̀rọ̀, á wù mí gan kí representative of the Commissioner for Health kí wọ́n wá bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ in the person of Mrs. Mo láti fẹ́ wo ìwé ẹ̀rí mi. Dr. Ẹ̀bùnolúwa Adéoyè, you're welcome ma.
It's a privilege. So the privilege to be sharing. Love to be here. Activity. Presenter. I'm Dr. Adéoyè Bonlua, NTDS coordinator for your state. That's neglected tropical state. Àwọn èèyàn wa tó wà níbí báyìí tí ń juwọ́ síra wa látàárọ̀. Bọ́tà wa ń tọ́jú ní ìdàkìtì ẹsẹ̀, ojú, tó ajá, àwọn bá a ṣe ń pín oògùn àrùn fún, bá a ṣe ń mójútó àrùn ìpá. These are things I coordinate for you. On behalf of the Honorable Commissioner, I would like to express appreciation for the efforts of all stakeholders that are involved in this best bring out positive. There are so many about. Your dedication and commitment have been instrumental to the success. I pray as we disseminate the findings, hope they will inform our policy and drive positive change. The essence of this is, one, it's all our policy makers and healthcare providers. So many of us are seated here this morning about the findings, enabling evidence based on decisions. They have all been a contribution to all these findings, all these evidence here this morning. You have raised an awareness. Awareness is we keep on about vascular health, mobility, and cognitive decline among Nigerians. Just like Mommy Ekiti said, in Ibadan too, they are aged people. And we are happy that we are really taking care of them. Thank you. Provides an opportunity for us to collaborate for further research. No, most of this research have been done at the grassroots. Many of them, we see them, though we close our eyes against them, we don't actually know the exact thing. But when we are called upon, thank you so much, my people at the grassroots, with PHCs, for giving us this enabling environment. It also empowers individuals to take proactive steps about healthy aging. Actually, in my lifetime, I never believed aging is a problem. Yes, but when I came for geriatric training in UCH, I know get old is not easy. All of us are getting there. My prayer is that by the time we get there and move on, God will strengthen us. And also, I will say, conclusion, that the essence of this research is to translate into action, improve health outcomes, for aging. Thank you.
So much, ma. Please give her one more round of applause. And I see a very special Egbon coming up, Professor Tola Ibiyemi, representing, I thought as much, representing the CMD, University College Hospital. Thank you so much, sir. You're welcome, sir. Ìtẹ̀lẹ́yìn yìí lélẹ̀ ní sá, òun bó ló ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Tẹ́ ẹ̀ mú mi lọ, wọ́n yìí ń kí àwọn ọ̀gá lọ́wọ́. Ẹ dá mi lóhùn, mo níbo ni ibo ló ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lénìí nítorí ìtẹ̀lẹ́ wọn yìí le. Àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́? So mo fẹ́ kẹ́ settle díẹ̀ ni, but mo máa pè yín sí kẹ́ wá fún wa goodwill message yín tí ẹ bá ti ready. Ṣé ti ready báyìí àbí ká fún yín ní àyè díẹ̀ sà? Kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kí wa ní ṣókí, kí wa látọ̀dọ̀ odindi CMD, University College Hospital, the first tertiary facility in Nigeria. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Admos, for that me. CMD currently program attended, just coming out from one program, had to go. So on behalf of the director and higher management staff and patients and even our students, I bring greeting on this very important program. Important and key. We call it research to policy kind of. Recently, there was a call, research grant science, I found invested in oral health. And one of the key elements of that call, community ensuring that because all of this research, why did you back of Walori table wa what I invite láti gbọ́ ìwádìí ìjìnlẹ̀. A fẹ́ kí ìwádìí ìjìnlẹ̀ wa kó kàn jẹ́ ọdún kan máa wà lórí table tí a kàn máa kó sí ẹ̀bọ̀ tá máa kọ́ as paper tá máa send ẹ̀ káàkiri àgbẹ̀. A fẹ́ fún yín èsì ẹ̀. So University College Hospital is quite happy and excited that we're back to the invited us, and the project is very impactful one, really, because aging, I mean, public health problem. That's why in some universities we call health. Such an College of Medicine and College of. So it's very impactful project. For you to create to celebrate this program, an indication that expect success. But I'm Sheloni, to ìwádìí to ọtí abáwasọ ní àmúṣe àwa bàbá wa àwa fàǹbí ọtí bẹ́ẹ̀ ìmúṣẹ a ṣe that amale we can once again vascular health cognition study the VALIANT project. Delivery. you, and God bless.
Thank you so much. Ẹ bá mi ṣá wọn látẹ̀wọ́. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ṣé ẹgbẹ̀rin àbẹ́ ẹgbẹ̀rin. Tẹ̀tí rẹ́dì nítorí mo fẹ́ introduce professor wa sí yín ẹni tó ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ ń pẹ̀ látàárọ̀. Àmọ́ kí n tó ṣe yẹn mo fẹ́ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Professor Ibiyemi. Thank you so much, sir, for your welcome message and for making time. And we know you are an extension of the UCH management, and we're very happy that you're here. And I want to thank again the representative of the Honorable Commissioner of Health, Dr. Sherry Ajetumobi. She's my very good friend. So please tell her to remember me in paradise. Tell her you met Eniola Cadmus. Professor Rufus Tele Omore. Professor Rufus Akiyemi Tele Omore. So ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to invite the principal investigator of the Vascular Health, Frailty and Cognition in Aging Nigerian Study, the VALIANT project, Professor Rufus Akiyemi. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Cadmus. I will start by following the due process. The chairman of the chairperson of this nation, for me, it not only signed me into IAMRAT, ensure that I got the great mentorship. And she's still mentoring me even after retirement. Thank you very much, man, for all you've done for us these last 10 years during the university. My provost, Professor Timidayo Ogudino, ably represented by my big brother, Professor Bamdele Kolude, the Dean of Dentistry. And of course, my incumbent director, Professor Kiajayi, has continued the in-house mothering when Professor Falade stopped, retired. Very happy to have great mummies that died in IAMRAT. Professor Shunyon, she was here today, but she has had to stand. Of course, representative of the CMD, Professor Shola Ibidemi, brother, my friend, we weathered the process of obtaining PhD together at Newcastle University. I remember very well that I studied at the Institute for Aging and Health. So, and he mentioned that in the course of his speech. Very much the representative of the Liberian, of course, the international. You know, no matter how big your research idea is, if you don't have money, the ideas will remain within you. And even when the money is sent to you, if you can't access the, you can't do work. So Mr. International is a great partner in progress. Thank you very much, sir. Day and night to ensure that we are doing this work. And of course, our distinguished audience, partners, we know that they've come to represent the communities within the Ibadan North local government, Ibadan North local government area where this research was conducted. Other members of my research team are sitting at the back. The press, I can see Miss that day, I think she's on. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, my family is here, represented by my dear wife. She's in the audience. Ensure that Ms. Olu Akiyemi, and she ensure that everything is done. Professor Joshua Akiyemi, we're blessed to have my own very dear brother, physician on this project, so that all the data we collect, they get analyzed, use appropriate results. Thank you for being here. And of course, many other members of the team are not here physically, but are joined virtually. Thank you for coming. What I want to do over the next 10 minutes, this session is in 3 parts. Well, we have 3 speakers. I will introduce who did do this study. Then one of my colleagues who was part and parcel of this, who was actually the full soldier, seeing patient people in the community, is currently in the US, University of Miami, taking a postdoctoral fellowship. He's joined virtually. He will present the second part, results. What are the implications for all of us? Then the last part, as our chairperson said, when we do research, our goal is to influence clinical practice, to influence public health, so to influence government policy. Dr. Jebu is a communication expert at the University of Ibadan. He's a member of our team. He has prepared the policy brief on this project, and I'm happy that my company is represented. So he's going to present the policy brief on this project. So very quickly, I'll dive into this study. Now, let's start from health. What is health? According to the World Health Organization, 1948, health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, not just the absence of disease, infirmity. And this has been further expanded by some people who talk about the 6 dimensions of, so that even beyond the physical, mental, and social, there's also there is the spiritual dimension, the emotional, and the environmental dimension of health. Meaning that this recognizes the fact that human beings were tripartite beings, spirit, soul, even an environment. So health is not whole or fully accomplished on we are healthy in all 6 different things. Now we talk about brain health experts. Brain health is looking at a healthy brain that produces a healthy mind, right? And how do we define brain health? Is the brain health describes capacity, function across different domains. When we talk about domains, our brain function has different departments. Just like if you come to UCH, Department of Surgery, Department of Administration, Department of Nursing, Department of Medicine. So our brain too, the way it functions, our brain has different departments. There is a department in our brain that enables us to feel touch when somebody touches you. There's a department of the brain that enables us to talk, to speak. There's a department that controls our behaviors, our emotions. So there are different departments. So when these different departments are functioning optimally, then we're able to achieve the purpose for which God has created us. When all this is working fully properly, ability to think, to communicate, to engage, to reason, to take decisions, when all these different departments are functioning, energy, optimally, malaria fever, the body is very hot. Can you think properly? You may not be able to think properly, or somebody has exams, has malaria, he can't write that exam well until the physical health affects proper brain function. You know, a Boko Haram enters this hall, God won't allow that to happen. Can we function? You can. So you need security to function properly, for the brain to function well. Then of course, social connections, very, very important. You know, our connections in the family are very important. Then of course, the other factors that enable brain to function. But you know, the brain does not function in isolation. The brain and the heart, they are interdependent. The heart pump blood to the brain, but if the brain does not get blood supply for few seconds to some minutes, the person will go into coma because the person may have a stroke or lose consciousness if blood supply to the brain is not up. And on the long term, if the blood supply to the brain reduced over a long time, can contribute to memory problems. That's why you see the picture there showing the brain, the blood vessels that are around it. This blood supply comes from the heart. That is why this study is also about looking at the vascular function. They relate to functioning of the brain. Now, there's an entity we call frailty. Frailty, Yoruba, Dira, or Agbara. This is different from Aiso. Aiso is when somebody is ill, you're done with an ailment. I'm sure we all know this. Maybe you worked so hard, end of the day, you say, Uremi, Abibeko, feel weak, I feel tired, my body needs rest. So, para o ba tó bó ṣe yẹ, wọ́n mọ̀. So àìlera tàbí àìlágbára bó ṣe yẹ. So now, tí ẹ bá ti ń dàgbà, bí wọn ṣe sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan, one thing that happens, all of us, as we get older, body get progressively weaker. True of us. For instance, some of us who are seated in this audience, àtàwọn kékeré, a lè sá 100 meters láàrin 10 minutes, láàrin ìṣẹ́jú mélòó. But nísìn, tẹ́ bá ní pé on your mark, set, go. Ká ṣe lè sáré bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Or ask somebody to come and play football at the age of 60. Even if he loves to play football, he may not be able to play it as when he was playing it in 2030. And that is the reason why footballers, they retire, isn't it? Everybody was a great footballer, forever great. But can he play football today like he was playing before? Because as you get older, human aguara, causing weakness. So in this study, we're looking at relationship between cardiovascular health, frailty, and how they affect brain function. In other words, and will be ìlera ọkàn. Tí àwọn pipe tó ń gbẹ́jẹ̀ lọ sọ́pọlọ. Ìlera tó máa ń fa àgọ́ ara tá a bá ti ń dàgbà. Nínú research, à ń wo báwo ni wọ́n ṣe ń affect iṣẹ́ ọpọlọ. Study in research in it, basically. Now, why did we carry out this VALIANT study? VALIANT is just an acronym for Vascular Health, Frailty, and Nigerian study. Just an acronym. And I'm sure we know the meaning of the word VALIANT. Valor means strength. What means strength? All right? So in this study, what we did was, the vision of the project is a big study, it's a long-term project. But in this first phase, what I would call VALIANT 1.0, what we did was to establish a population-based cohort. The question is, kí ló dé tá a ṣe study ní UCH? Lórí tá bá ṣe láàrin àwọn ọmọ wa UCH, ó easy fún wa. But àwa sí òru, àwa sí ìmẹ̀tù. Kí ló tá fi kúrò UCH tá fi wá sí òru? Torí pé àmọ́ pé tí a bá ṣe iṣẹ́ yìí nínú community, àwọn kan tí a bá rí gẹ́gẹ́ bí result bá jáde, ó máa wúlò fún gbogbo ìlú. Result ó máa wà more representative. Lùkà kan fún àwọn èèyàn ní UCH clinic tó study. So a fẹ́ kí result yẹn kó jẹ́ nǹkan tí ó fún wa wúlò individual. A lè múlò gẹ́gẹ́ bí ilé àti gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìdíjà fi iṣẹ́ yẹn ní community yẹn. Then the result yẹn àwọn ìpètè bá present ẹ̀ ó máa wúlò fún àwọn ìjọba náà take policy fún láti plan fún tó lera fún HIV iṣẹ́ yẹn ní community nìyẹn. Then so àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n jẹ́ 50 years and above àwọn ni pè láti wá bá wa ṣiṣẹ́ nínú ètò ìwádìí yìí. Now apart from pé cardiovascular health the frailty agba ẹ̀jẹ̀ mo mọ̀ pé gbogbo àti àwọn èèyàn wa tán láti Yemẹtu tó jókòó tó wà láwùjọ tó wà níjókòó ní àárọ̀ yìí a máa rántí pé ẹ fẹ̀jẹ̀ sílẹ̀ àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ yeah so kí ló dé tá a fi gba ẹ̀jẹ̀ fún àyẹ̀wò lórí ẹ̀jẹ̀ tí a gbà àti ẹ̀wò tó necessary lórí àwọn ẹ̀jẹ̀ tí a gbà including looking at our DNA material tí máa ń pass sí ọmọ tó máa jẹ́ tó máa jẹ́ kí ọmọ jọ òbí a ti ń ṣàyẹ̀wò lórí material yẹn náà ká lè mọ bí nǹkan kan wà nínú DNA wa tó lè fa àìsàn dementia tàbí àwọn àìsàn míì tó ń fa ọpọlọ. Then now ẹ̀mí pé tẹ́ bá rántí ọdún 2022 ń la wá sí Yemẹtu 2023 ó ti pọ́dún mẹ́ta ń sìn lẹ́yìn tí a bá ṣe tí a bá fún yín ní result àwọn tí à ń ṣe ń sìn a ṣì ń padà bọ̀ láti tó ń bọ̀ sí January tó ń bọ̀ lọ a máa padà wá sí Yemẹtu gbogbo àwọn tí a rí nígbà yẹn a tún máa wá padà check wọn láti wo báwo nìkan ti ṣe rí ṣé nǹkan ti improve àbí ṣé bákan náà ni so ara nǹkan tí à ń ṣe ní àárọ̀ yìí ni pé àwọn information tó máa pín máa jẹ́ nǹkan tí ẹ lè múlò láti pé kí ìlera wa tẹ̀síwájú pàápàá bá sì lè ra iṣẹ́ ìtọ́pọlọ ń ṣe. So in this VALIANT 1.0 we have established the cohort of 1,000 people. We have assessed cardiovascular function, frailty, and cognitive function. We have also taken blood samples to run some very important blood tests. Now, I study people who are resident in the area, people who are 50 years and above, and people who said yes. Benny and Felati Popa who said yes to the study. But I want to Yemẹtu tàbí tọkàn bóyá àlejò ni wọ́n lẹ́pẹ́ ìṣẹ̀bẹ̀nù pé wọn ò kópa nínú iṣẹ́ ìwádìí yìí. So chat tí mo lò yẹn ó fi hàn wá kí ni àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ tí a gbé àwọn tó jẹ́ adarí àwọn leaders ẹ máa rántí pé ká tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ẹ̀yìn pé àkọ́kọ́ wá sí àwárí àwọn lórí ẹbí àwọn lórí ìlú àwọn community leaders àti kọ́kọ́ wá bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ láti rí wípé wọ́n gbà wá lọ́wọ́ tẹsẹ̀. Lẹ́yìn yẹn àwọn gbogbo instrument tí a lò gbogbo a ṣe ìpàdé fún bí méjì mẹ́ta láti rí pé gbogbo nǹkan tí a ṣe gbogbo ẹni ó yẹ àwọn leaders so that we are very transparent pé kò sí secret tí a fẹ́ ṣe. Gbogbo àwọn àyẹ̀wò tó yẹ ká ṣe àyẹ̀wò ìfúnpá gíga ìfúnpá ṣúgà nínú ẹ̀jẹ̀ a dẹ̀ tún ṣàyẹ̀wò àwọn test láti fi mọ̀ bí ọpọlọ ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́ gbogbo ẹ̀ ní a ṣe nígbà tí tẹ̀bárántí afúyín ní irin kan báyìí pé kẹ́ẹ̀dì mú dynamometer yes pé ká mọ̀ bí agbára grip yín bó ṣe pọ̀ tó àwọn àyẹ̀wò ẹ̀ ní a ṣe. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí mo ṣe sọ àwọn ẹ̀jẹ̀ tí a gbà wọ́n ṣì wà nínú freezer wa ní ìṣẹ́ wa lórí àtọ́jú wọn fún àwọn àyẹ̀wò tí. So picture yìí ó ṣò ìgbà tí a wá sí Yemẹtu wọn team members wa tó ń gba data nígbà tí wọ́n àtàwọn tí wọ́n gba ẹ̀jẹ̀. Now again so many tests ni a ti ṣe but ní nǹkan tó ṣe pàtàkì pé kí ni nǹkan ti pọ̀ báwo ló dẹ̀ ṣe wúlò fún aráàlú. Now kí ni nǹkan tuntun iṣẹ́ yìí tó mú jáde? This is the first study àkọ́kọ́ ní Nàìjíríà tó máa wo nǹkan mẹ́ta: cardiovascular health, frailty, brain health, tó máa wo wọ́n together. Then secondly, iṣẹ́ yìí bá a ṣe wá àkànwálẹ̀ kan a tún padà bọ̀ torí pé ìlera ètò ẹ̀yìn ara ló wá lógún. Tó tá bá dẹ̀ tún máa padà wá náà gba nǹkan tó bá jẹ́ ètò ọkàn fún àwọn tá a bá ń pàdé tẹ́ǹtì sí wọn torí pé kí á lè títí a máa fi gbogbo nǹkan tó jẹ́ wá lógún ayọ̀ ló máa jẹ́ nígbà tí a bá dé age 90, age 100 ìsáré 100 meters ṣe pé yes bẹ́ẹ̀ ti gbé ṣe wa yọ. All right, so what did we find and what did this mean? So kí ni nǹkan tí àwọn bọ̀ nínú ìwádìí yìí kí ẹlẹ́kejì mi Dr. Olalusi kó tó bá a sọ̀rọ̀ lórí àwọn nǹkan tí a mú bọ̀ nínú iṣẹ́ yìí. Mo kàn fẹ́ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo àwọn tó bá mi ṣiṣẹ́ lórí iṣẹ́ yìí. Pé Yorùbá ní pé ẹ̀yìn àgbọ̀n náà lè sọ pé ìjọba kan kò gbẹ́rù dórí, kò sẹ́ni tó lè dá ṣe, so à ń ṣiṣẹ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí work as a team. Gbogbo àwọn tí a list orúkọ wọn yẹn àtàwọn tó orúkọ wọn síbẹ̀ náà lọ ṣe iṣẹ́ yìí tó fi jẹyọ ta lè mú result padà. Then a tún fẹ́ acknowledge àwọn tó ń fún wa ní tó ń support wa tó ń pèsè owó láti ṣe iṣẹ́ yìí láti ilẹ̀ Amẹ́ríkà àti ilẹ̀ UK wọn ní owó díẹ̀ tá a fi ṣe. So ọlọ́run wọn náà. All right, so Dr. Olalusi will now give us the results, the implications. Ó máa jẹ́ wa láti orí afẹ́fẹ́ through Zoom. All right, are we ready? Technical department.
Good morning, ní bàbá àti màmá. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Right. Thank you very much for the opportunity to make this presentation. And my name is Dr. Oladotun Olalusi. And iṣẹ́ mi ni láti fi àbájáde àwọn ohun tí a ṣe pẹ̀lú project tí ọ̀gá mi Rufus Akinyemi sọ̀rọ̀ lórí rẹ̀. That's Vascular Health, Frailty and Cognition in Aging Nigerian Study. So my task is to describe the findings, the take-home messages, the lessons from this project, which my boss, Professor Rufus Akinyemi, has beautifully talked about, and our mentors, our teachers have also made comments about. So I will be describing the findings. So to summarize, VALIANT project has helped our understanding of the role or the contribution of lifestyle factors, cognitive, common vascular risk factors, and physical fitness to brain health. Lọ́rọ̀ kan, ohun tí a wò ni pé báwo ni àwọn ìhùwà tí èèyàn ń ṣe, bóyá irú oúnjẹ téèyàn ń jẹ, béèyàn ṣe ń ṣe exercise, béèyàn ṣe ń wo blood pressure, báwo ló ṣe jọ mọ́ béèyàn ṣe ń rántí nǹkan sí àti overall brain health. That is what I will be describing. So who did we study? By God's grace, we were privileged to, and with the help of the community, we were privileged to study about 1,000 late to older adults in Yemenite community. Very beautiful men and women who were very enthusiastic about learning about their health. So what we did with the help of our team was perform comprehensive brain tests, including memory evaluations, vascular screening, as well as measurement of physical fitness. Largely, there were about 72% females with varying degrees of education. Some had very good education, some had some degree of education. Now, what this tells us is that it is indeed commendable that our men and women in the community, they are enthusiastic about their overall health. This is something that is very commendable. And I mean, very important. Now, one of the questions we asked, as my boss has talked about, is what is the burden of common vascular disease population? So I want to data really about 6 out of 10 people had high blood pressure. About 4 out of 10 people had high cholesterol levels, while about 1 out of 10 people had some level of diabetes, maybe higher than that, but that was what we found. Now, we noticed that about 4 people out of 10 were not physically active, while about 4 out of 10 people were obese or overweight. And then there were findings about alcohol use and smoking. So the lesson from this is that high blood pressure, high cholesterol, overweight, and obesity are common in our community, while diabetes, smoking appear to be less common. The other question we asked was, is there a relationship? Common vascular disease and brain health. So what we noticed was that people who have poor BP, poor blood pressure status, poor diet, especially unhealthy diet lacking fruits and vegetables, àwọn èso àti ohun tó ṣara lóore àtàwọn tó ní low body weight, and those that were physically weak, àìlágbára, we noticed that they had poor memory function. Now, this is interesting because it agrees with our previous understanding that poor blood pressure and poor blood sugar control negatively affect memory function. The lesson from this, we encourage everyone to check and know their numbers to ensure early detection, treatment, and control of both blood pressure and blood sugar. Àwa tún béèrè ní pé what is the profile of physical population? Báwo ni degree àìlera àìlágbára ṣe jẹ́ tó? So we noticed that about 2 out of 10, maybe about 1 to 2 out of 10 people were physically fit, while as high as about 5, more than 5 out of 10 people had varying degrees of poor fitness, that's poor physical health, ranging from frailty, àìlágbára, to very, very, very weak. So we also noticed that about 6 out of 10 people, 60% were underweight, so they had normal weight. When we looked at literature, we understood that low body weight is a signal of poor nutrition or suboptimal diet, and hence this relates to physical frailty as well. Ohun tí a tún wá béèrè ni pé àwa wo báwo la ṣe lè ṣe measurement that fitness. So òun la ṣe nǹkan tó ń pè ní hand grip strength tí ọ̀gá wa sọ nísìn pé ká wo bí èèyàn ṣe lè, you remember the device we use in the community. So we noticed that àwọn tó jóbìnrin, they had slightly lower physical fitness, that's hand grip strength, compared to men. The men, àwọn ọkùnrin wa, they had relatively higher. And we also noticed that as people grow older, bó ṣe ń dàgbà sí, there was a slight gradual reduction as from age of 50, 70, 80, 90 won't reduce. I repeat, physical fitness and grip strength gradually reduce. So this totally is power sonic pay. Also, men were more physically fit than women, and that people who were younger were also more physically fit than older person. But what we find about this was further interesting. We noticed that àwọn èèyàn tó jóbìnrin, àwọn tó ní àìlera, being physically frail, being female, and having low memory function were associated with poor physical fitness. We also found out that people who had high blood pressure, who had high blood sugar, also had poor physical fitness, especially amongst females. Ohun tí a rọ̀ wá pẹ̀lú notary pẹ̀lú àwọn ìwárí wọ̀nyí pé to stay physically fit, it is important to control blood pressure, control diabetes, exercise, and maintain good and healthy nutrition. All this will also help to improve memory functions. We now went further to find out what is the burden of memory problems in the. What we found was that about 1 to 2 out of 10 had varying degrees of cognitive impairment. Only over in graph, I repeat, between about 14% had early to advanced memory problems, which shown in this color. Now, what are the factors that contribute to poor memory? What we found are listed on this left panel, left part of this screen. It shows that older age, having low education, having high blood pressure or diabetes, having poor or unhealthy diet, poor exercise or social isolation, poor physical fitness, and use of non-prescription medication, àwọn oògùn téèyàn máa rà lórí igbá, àwọn nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. A rí i pé àwọn oògùn tí dókítà ò kọ, jẹ́ pé àwọn akọ̀ọ̀lámà, àwọn nǹkan tó ń ṣàwọn yẹn. So a ṣàkíyèsí wípé at this level pé they contribute to poor memory. Now, we now found, àwa wò pé based on what I read, ní àwọn ohun tó jẹ́ bí ẹ̀kọ́ tá a lè learn, tá a lè mọ̀, táwa àbájáde, àwa rí i pé how do we enhance good memory function? Now, what we submitted is that it is important, stay on lower lapa right side, pay to stay mentally active, stay physically active and physically fit. We need to avoid social isolation. Kama irú bá ṣe wà ní ìjókòó tá a ṣe meeting, kama jáde, kama engage on family, on community wa, attend events. Also, bí mo ṣe sọ tẹ́lẹ̀, control blood pressure, monitor blood pressure, monitor, follow up with kama rí àwọn dókítà wa, control blood sugar. I talked about knowing our numbers. Control blood sugar, eat healthy food. A ṣe ń rí i pé àwọn oúnjẹ òyìnbó pọ̀ ní àwùjọ wa, burger, coke, àwọn nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. So a rí i pé it's better to favour àwọn tó ẹ̀fọ́, àwọn oúnjẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, healthy, nutritious food, and exercise. Exercise, it will make us very physically fit and strong. Because we notice that being physically healthy has a link with brain function. The last part of my discussion is to talk about, we now on blood tests, which my orgamitis of Nibare. We took some blood tests, and then some of these blood tests were brain blood tests, help to look at some memory biomarkers. We noticed that people who had good physical health, who had good hand grip, interestingly, they had lower levels of those brain memory biomarkers. That means that àwọn ohun tó wà nínú ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó ń fi ara hàn pé memory is not brain health is having a problem. those things were low because physical health, who had good physical health, they had low levels of those blood tests. And only on this screen, on this side, we tested about 5 different blood tests, tau 217, amyloid beta 40, amyloid beta 42, lóyìnbó ń pè wọ́n ní àwọn NFL, neurofilament light GFAP, òun làwọn lóyìnbó ń pè ní memory biomarkers, which they were lower among people who had good physical health. The lesson is that good physical health helps to improve brain blood tests, brain biomarkers. That is what we have found. And we hope to follow up and find out how exactly this works, whether we can find drugs, àwọn oògùn àbí àwọn kan tí a lè lò tó lè tara lóore. So to summarize, pẹ̀lú support àwùjọ wa àti àwọn ọ̀gá wa, we have been able to better understand the role or contribution of lifestyle factors, vascular risk factors, and physical fitness to brain health. Agbóríyìn fún àwọn members of our community who helped, shared, and took part in this study. Going forward, we hope to come back to the communities and perform further detailed characterization of overall health that we can understand and promote preventive care strategies and possibly look for medications that can help improve our overall health. Thank you very much. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀. Over.
All right, thank you very much, Dr. Olalusi. Ṣé rí pé òyìnbó ti ràn wá lọ́wọ́ láti Amẹ́ríkà ló ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ live. Now, the third part of this presentation, Dr. Ojebuyi, ṣùgbọ́n ni wọ́n nínú akọmọlédè àti bá a ṣe ń communicate of Ìbàdàn tó máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ lórí nǹkan tí a rí nínú iṣẹ́ ìwádìí yìí, kí ni báwo ló ṣe péye fún policy improvements. All right, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. This opportunity part of the project asked me to. My duty this morning was to come tell us why we have to do it, what we have policy brief. Bàbá ṣe ìwádìí, a lọ, a rí àwọn ohun tí a ń bọ̀ látọ̀hún. Bàbá kó sí shelf tàbí ká kan publish ní journal. Tá a bá sọ ní èdè tí àwọn aráàlú lè gbọ́ túmọ̀. Èyí la fi ní ká ṣe ìwádìí àti publish ẹ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n tá a bá kọ ní èdè tí a lè gbọ́ wa kò ní ìtumọ̀ fún àwọn tí a ṣe ìwádìí láti ọ̀dọ̀ wọn àtàwọn tí a ṣe fún. Òun la fi wá lókè. Gbogbo ohun tí wọ́n ti sọ fún wa látàárọ̀, gbogbo èdè tí wọ́n ti sọ àti tí ó yé wa àti tí ò yé wa, a wá kó wọn jọ papọ̀. Èyí tó jẹ́ pé tí àwọn tó bá kà á, ó lè yé wọn. Fún àpẹẹrẹ nísìn, a ní representative of the government níbí. A fẹ́ bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ pé a ti ṣe ìwádìí. A lè gbé jọ́nà articles tí a ti kọ ká lọ gbé bá wọn lọ́fíìsì. A ti ṣe ìwádìí o, ẹ máa ka ohun tí a kọ síbẹ̀, kò ṣeé ṣe. So àwa ti ṣe àkójọpọ̀ gbogbo àwọn tí a ti kọ, a gbé sí ohun tí wọ́n ń pè ní policy brief. Tí à ń pè ní policy brief, òun ni àkójọpọ̀ àwọn ohun àmúṣe, recommendations, àwọn tí a pè ní àkójọpọ̀ àmúṣe. A ṣe ìwádìí, kí ni essence ẹ̀? What is the essence of the study that we have done? So àwa summarize gbogbo báwo la ṣe ṣe, àwọn wo la ṣe ìwádìí látọ̀dọ̀ wọn, kí lóhun tá a mú bọ̀, àti summarize gbogbo ẹ̀. After that, òun ni àwa sọ pé okay, kí ni àwọn ohun tí a lè ṣe láti dènà àwọn wàhálà tí a ti rí tàbí ìṣòro tí a ti rí nípa ìwádìí wa. Because ìwádìí wa fi àwọn ẹ̀rí múlẹ̀ pé ìbáṣepọ̀ wà láàrin ìlera ọkàn wa àti ọpọlọ. Báwo ni ọpọlọ ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́? Ó ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú bí ọkàn wa ṣe lágbára, bó ṣe ṣiṣẹ́ sí, àti ìgbé ayé wa bá ṣe lágbára sí. Pàápàá jùlọ wọ́n sọ fún wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan pé òkè, bá bá fọwọ́ mú nǹkan tọ́wọ́ rẹ̀ bá lè mú dáadáa, ó lè ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú bí ọpọlọ ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́ sí. Àwọn eléyìí a ti ṣe ìwádìí wọn àti kó wọn papọ̀ sí ibi tí a gbé síbí yìí. So policy brief òun wọ́n gbé síbí, òun mo fẹ́ ká wò bá ṣe ṣe. Gbogbo ohun tí Dr. Lalusi sọ kalẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan, òun la ti kójọ síbí. Eléyìí la máa mú tá a gbé jáde. Màá sì gba olórí wa Professor Akinyemi ní ìmọ̀ràn yìí pé tá a bá parí, a gbọ́dọ̀ translate ẹ̀ sí èdè míì, bóyá Yorùbá. A wá print wọn, a máa kó káàkiri, a tún padà wá bá yín, ká máa fún yín ní àwọn copies. Tó yẹ pé gbogbo àwọn tá a ti ṣe àkójọpọ̀ wọn. Tẹ́ bá ti ń kà yóò lè máa yé yín. Kò dàbí pé ká sọ èdè tí ẹ gbọ́. Policy brief is the one that speaks the language that people will understand. The one that we take to the policy makers and say, this is what we have found out. This is what we are recommending. Without a policy brief, we cannot talk to policy actors. We cannot talk to policy makers. We cannot talk to people who will benefit from this project. That is why we have done that. And tẹ́ bá wo policy brief yìí, ẹ rí i pé title tá a fún ó yàtọ̀ díẹ̀ fún title tó wà nínú àwọn èyí tí a publish. Eléyìí ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ fún àwọn tí ó gbé ìgbésẹ̀ lórí ohun tí a fẹ́ kí wọ́n ṣe. A pè ní Promoting Cognitive Health in Aging Nigerians, Policy Interventions for Nutrition, Physical Activities and Social Engagement. Tábà rí eléyìí gan-an tó mọ̀ pé ohun tí ìwádìí tí wọ́n lọ ṣe tó dá lórí eléyìí, ohun tó fẹ́ ká ṣe òun ni eléyìí. Níbi policy brief, à ń pè kíní kan ní executive summary. Òun ni àkójọpọ̀ gbogbo ohun tá a ti ṣe. Tá a bá ti ráyè ka gbogbo ẹ̀, tá a bá ti ka díẹ̀ léyìí tá a pè ní executive summary, ó ti túmọ̀ gbogbo ohun tí ìwádìí wa tó dá ilé lórí. Kí la ṣe, báwo la ṣe ṣe, kí ni ohun tá a mú bọ̀, kí dẹ̀ ni ohun tí a sọ fún yín láti ṣe tó jẹ́ ìmọ̀ràn wa, òun ló wà ní policy brief, ló wà ní executive summary, àti àwọn ohun àmúṣe tí a tún rí. Lẹ́yìn eléyìí, a ṣe ohun tó ń pè ní introduction láti lè jẹ́ ká mọ ìtumọ̀ ohun tí a fẹ́ ṣe ìwádìí lé lórí. A dẹ̀ tún lọ síbi tí a ń pè ní methodology. Báwo la ṣe ṣe? Báwo la ṣe ṣe? Because tá a bá fún yín ní àmúbọ̀ ohun tí a ti rí níbi ìwádìí wa, tá a sọ fún yín báwo la ṣe ṣe, ohun tí a gbé wá fún yín ò ní tẹ́ yín lọ́rùn. It will be doubtful. So the methodology is very important. It will enhance how we believe the authenticity of the result. Tá a bá ti rí i pé ohun tí a gbé kalẹ̀, tí ìwádìí tá a gbé kalẹ̀ bá dáa, tá a wá lọ síbi àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ tí a ti gbé láti ṣe, tí ìgbésẹ̀ yẹn bá ti ní àkùndé nínú, ìwádìí tá a gbé kalẹ̀, àwọn findings wa, àwọn èèyàn ní ìgbàgbọ́ nínú ẹ̀. That is why we have to put our methodology there. And this is the summary of our methodology, how we went out. This has been explained. I don't have to explain everything again. It has been explained by Dr. Lalusi and Professor Akinyemi. Then, àwa tún ṣe àwọn àkójọpọ̀ gbogbo àwọn ẹ̀rí tí a rí wá tí a ń pè ní result. Kí ni àbájáde àwọn ìwádìí wa, òun la gbé kalẹ̀ níbí yìí. Àwọn wo la ṣe ìwádìí látọ̀dọ̀ wọn, àwọn wo la investigate, whom did we study, òun la ti ṣe àkójọpọ̀ rẹ̀ síbí yìí. Inú wa dẹ̀ dùn wípé ńgbà tá a lọ sí ìta tá a lọ ṣe ìwádìí wa, àwọn tá a lọ ṣe ìwádìí lọ́dọ̀ wọn, wọ́n ní kí la lè pè ní excitement, ìwúrí láti bá wa ṣiṣẹ́ pọ̀. Ara wọn yá sí wa, because ó yí àwọn náà wípé tá a bá parí ìwádìí ó máa wúlò fún àwọn náà kò ń ṣe pé fúnra wa nìkan ni ó máa wúlò fún wọn láti lè mú kí ká mú àṣedédé bá àbí enhancement bá ètò ìlera wa. So àwọn tí a lọ bá ara wọn yá sí wa wọ́n bá wa wọ́n fún wa ní ìrànlọ́wọ́ tí a nílò láti ọ̀dọ̀ wọn. Ọ̀kan tún nínú àwọn ìwádìí tí a ti rí àwọn findings wa by the state of burden of prevalent cardiovascular disease in the population. Kí ni àwọn ohun tó ń mú wàhálà bá àìlera ọkàn? Tó fi jẹ́ pé tí wàhálà bá àìlera ọkàn, wàhálà máa bá bí ọpọlọ ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́. Kí ni àwọn ohun tó mú wàhálà bá àìlera ọkàn? Òun ni a ti la kójọ síbí. Èyí tó pọ̀ jù nínú gbogbo wọn tá a bá wò òun ni hypertension. Kí ni à ń pè ní hypertension? Ìfúnpá gíga. Tó bá ti ń ga, ọkàn wa ò lágbára mọ́ o. Tọ́kàn bá sì lágbára mọ́, ọpọlọ wa ò ní ṣiṣẹ́ dáadáa mọ́. Ẹ rí i pé wọ́n connect mọ́ra wọn. So àwọn ohun tí ìwádìí wa mú bọ̀ lélẹ́yìí tí a tún kójọ papọ̀ síbí. Lẹ́yìn eléyìí, a tún lọ wò ó pé what is the relationship between common cardiovascular disease and brain health? Àwọn àrùn tó ń bá ọkàn jà, kí ni ìbáṣepọ̀ tó wà láàrin wọn pẹ̀lú bí ọpọlọ ṣe ń ṣe iṣẹ́? Àti ṣe ìwádìí àtòkò síbí. Ìwádìí wa ó fi hàn, ó sì ìdí rẹ̀ múlẹ̀ wípé pẹ̀lú àwọn ìwádìí tí wọ́n ti ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ tí wọ́n sọ wípé kí ni wọ́n ń pè poor blood pressure control, àìmójútó ẹ̀jẹ̀ ṣúgà wa àti àbí kí ni wọ́n ń pè ẹ̀jẹ̀ ṣúgà blood sugar, ṣé ẹ̀jẹ̀ ṣúgà náà ni? Àti ìfúnpá gíga wa tá a bá máa wò ó lè mú wàhálà bá ọkàn wa àti bí ọpọlọ ṣe ń ṣe iṣẹ́. A gbọ́dọ̀ máa ṣe àyẹ̀wò ìtọ̀ ṣúgà kítúni àti ìfúnpá wa ní gbogbo ìgbà. Láì ṣe báyìí wàhálà lè dé bá ọkàn wa bó ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́. Tí wàhálà bá dé bá ọkàn, kí ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀? Ọpọlọ wa ò ní ṣiṣẹ́ bó ṣe yẹ ká ṣiṣẹ́ bó ṣe yẹ kó ṣiṣẹ́. A tún wá wo àwọn physical fitness, bá a ṣe lágbára tó ìdáṣáṣá wa, pé ìlógílókun wa ó ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú ọkàn wa àti ọpọlọ wa. Gbogbo ẹ̀ la gbéjọ síbí. A sì rí wípé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn wa wọn ò máa ṣe eré ìdárayá dáadáa. A ti máa ń jókòó jù. Òun ni ìwádìí ló fi hàn bẹ́ẹ̀, ọkọ̀ akọ́lá sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Tá a bá sì ń jókòó jù, tá a máa ṣiṣẹ́ ká máa ṣe ìdárayá, yóò fa àrùn sí ọpọlọ tà sí ọkàn wa. Tó bá ti fa àrùn sí ọkàn wa, yóò lọ bá ọpọlọ wa. Ìwádìí wa fi hàn yí pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn wa wọn ò máa ṣe eré ìdárayá bó ṣe kó ṣe ara wọn ò dá kóṣákóṣá dáadáa. So ẹ jẹ́ ká máa rìn, ká máa jáde, ká máa bá ara wa ṣeré. Òun ni ó jẹ́ kí ọkàn wa kó lágbára, kí ọpọlọ wa kó sì máa ṣiṣẹ́ bó ṣe kó ṣe iṣẹ́. A tún wò ó wípé the burden of memory problems in the population and factors contributing to poor memory function. Àwọn kí ni àwọn tó máa ń fa ìṣòro bá ọkàn wa àti bí ọpọlọ wa ṣe ń ṣe iṣẹ́? We summarize that and we saw some factors. Factors like old age, female sex, kéèyàn jẹ́ ọjọ́ orí, kéèyàn jẹ́ obìnrin, àìní ẹ̀kọ́ tó péye tó dáadáa, ẹ̀jẹ̀ ríru, kítúni oúnjẹ tá à ń jẹ tí ò dá, àwọn oúnjẹ tí ò dá, à ń jẹ oúnjẹ tí ò péye, àìmáa ṣe eré ìdárayá dáadáa, àti káwọn máa bára wa ṣe pọ̀, ká máa lọ dájókòó, social isolation. Gbogbo àwọn nǹkan báyìí àti àìṣe eré ìdárayá, gbogbo àwọn nǹkan báyìí ló máa ń mú wàhálà bá ọkàn wa àti bí ọpọlọ wa ṣe ń ṣe iṣẹ́. So ó jẹ́ ara àwọn ìwádìí tí a ti rí tí a ti kójọpọ̀ síbí. A wá ṣe gbogbo ohun tá a ti sọ, ó fi yé wa wípé bá a ṣe ń gbé ìgbé ayé wa àti bí ọkàn wa ṣe lágbára tó, ó ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú bí ọpọlọ wa ṣe ń ṣe iṣẹ́. That is the summary of our work. And ó dẹ̀ ti sọ fún wa wípé a gbọ́dọ̀ parí ìwádìí síbí, a tún padà lọ láti lọ bá àwọn tí a ti ṣe ìwádìí lọ́dọ̀ wọn láti lè máa yẹ ìlera wọn wò, kí ni ohun tó tún kù tí a gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe. Ohun tí a fi pè é ní policy brief. Why do we call it policy brief? We must make recommendations. A ti ṣèwádìí wa. Kí làwọn ohun tí a rò wípé ó ti yẹ ká tiẹ̀ ṣe? Nítorí a ti lọ, a ti rí ìdánilójú pé àwọn nǹkan báyìí ló ń fa àrùn ọkàn. Tó bá dẹ̀ ti fa àrùn ọkàn, yóò mú kí ọpọlọ má ṣiṣẹ́ mọ́. Kí làwọn tá a lè ṣe láti dènà rẹ̀? Òun ni à ń pè ní recommendation. Àkọ́kọ́ ni wípé every one of us must check our numbers, vitals, our blood sugar, our blood pressure, everything. Ká máa check wọn ní gbogbo ìgbà, ká máa lọ wò ó. Kò ń ṣe ìgbà tí wọ́n bá sọ pé orí ń fọ́ wa ní ká máa lọ sílé ìwòsàn. A lè lọ, ẹ bá mi wo ìfúnpá, ẹ bá mi wo ìtọ̀ ṣúgà, báwo ló ṣe rí, oògùn ló yẹ kí n lò. Tá bá ń ṣe àwọn eléyìí lóòrèkóòrè, yóò lè mú kí ọkàn wa kó ṣiṣẹ́ dáadáa, kò ní mú àrùn bá ọkàn wa, ọpọlọ wa sì ṣiṣẹ́ dáadáa. Then ká máa ṣeré ìdárayá. We must be physically fit. Ká máa jókòó kalẹ̀ tójú kan náà. Àwa tíṣẹ́ wọ ògbà ká máa rìn kiri, pé a máa ń jókòó lọ́fíìsì ni. A gbọ́dọ̀ máa wá àyè láti máa ṣe eré ìdárayá kí ara wa kó lè máa le. Tára wa bá ń le, ọkàn wa ó lágbára, ọpọlọ wa ó ṣiṣẹ́ bó ṣe yẹ kó ṣiṣẹ́. Láti lè tún mú kí ọpọlọ wa ó ṣiṣẹ́ dáadáa, a gbọ́dọ̀, pàápàá jùlọ àwa tí a ti dàgbà, a gbọ́dọ̀ rí i pé ọpọlọ wa ó ń jí pépé nípa wípé ká máa dá jókòó. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa bá àwọn èèyàn sọ̀rọ̀. Àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ wa tá ti fi sílẹ̀ láti ti pẹ́, ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lọ bá wọn ṣeré, ká máa pè wọ́n, ká máa dá jókòó lásán. Ìdájókòó is very, very dangerous. It's not good for the heart. It's not good for the brain. Ká máa wo blood sugar, blood pressure. Oúnjẹ tó dáa, ẹ jẹ́ ká máa jẹ, ká sì máa ṣe eré ìdárayá. Tá bá ti ń ṣe léyìí, ara wa ó lókun. Tára wa bá lókun, ọkàn wa ó lókun. Tọ́kàn wa bá lókun, ọpọlọ wa yóò lókun. Ẹ ṣé o.
Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀, Ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Ọ̀jẹ́bùyì. So to summarize the whole results, 5 main points tí a máa mú lọlé pé kí ara wa lè lókun, ó dẹ̀ lè ran ọpọlọ wa lọ́wọ́. Number 1, check your numbers regularly, every 6 months at least. Think about our tabaniju pẹ̀lú blood pressure tàbí blood sugar. Ká lọ gba treatment ní ibi tí lọ́dọ̀ doctor tó mọṣẹ́ tó kọ́ṣẹ́ mọṣẹ́ lórí blood pressure àti blood sugar. Number 2, kí a jẹ oúnjẹ tó ṣe ara lóore. Plenty of fruits, vegetables, good protein. Torí okun àgọ́ ara òun ni àwọn pẹ̀lú hand grip. Àti pé àwọn tó ní good muscle mass, torí pé wọ́n jẹ protein dáadáa, wọ́n dẹ̀ ń ṣe ìdárayá láti build physical strength. Wọ́n ní wọ́n ní grip strength tó strong dáadáa. So kí a máa jẹ oúnjẹ tó ṣe ara lóore. Tá bá ti ń dàgbà pàápàá, protein kó máa pọ̀ ju carbohydrate lọ nínú oúnjẹ wa bàbá tí ń dàgbà, very important. Then fruit and vegetables láti fa ní àwọn èròjà tí ara máa fi ń ṣọlá. Then point number 3, kí a máa ṣeré ìdárayá, ká máa wà physically active. Physically active. Ó máa jẹ́ kí ara wà flexible. Instead tára máa fi rigid, ara máa flexible, gbogbo muscles wa wọ́n máa ní good tone. But lè sọ details fún yín irú eré ìdárayá torí there are also exercises tó wà appropriate for different ages, but ní lè sọ details lẹ́nìí. But ẹ bá torí àwọn doctor yín náà wọ́n máa ṣàlàyé fún yín. But WHO sọ pé at least fún 30 minutes every other day, lẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́ta lẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́rin lọ́sẹ̀, ní ká máa ṣeré ìdárayá. Recommendation World Health Organization nìyẹn. Then lastly, kí a máa connect pẹ̀lú others, ká má máa dá wà, ká má máa dá wà. Avoid loneliness, connect with your neighbors, connect with your friends. You can be going so anyway Hebrews. Only don't forget to fellowship. Don't forsake the fellowship of the brethren. So ọ̀rọ̀ ọgbọ́n náà tí wà ní Bíbélì nìyẹn fún wa. Bóyá à ń lọ mọ́ṣáláṣí náà ká máa connect pẹ̀lú àwọn tí a jẹ́ pẹ̀lú àwọn jọ̀mọ́. Ládùúgbò ká máa connect pẹ̀lú àwọn neighbors, ká má máa dá gbé, ká má máa dá ṣe nǹkan. Be socially connected. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀.
Thank you so much. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá mi ṣá ọ̀gá mi látẹ̀wọ́. Nídìí connect tó ń sọ yìí pẹ̀lú nǹkan tí àwọn Dr. Jegbuyi bá wa sọ. Nǹkan kan tí ó strike mi, tí ó wá sọ́kàn mi, tí inú mi dẹ̀ fi dùn. Wọ́n ní ìdájókòó is not what? Is not good. Ẹ sọ ìdájókòó is not good. Ẹ dá mi lóhùn, ìdájókòó is not good. Ayé mẹ́yẹ bọ̀ lápò, ṣe rí ìdárayá tó ń sọ yẹn àti dira yín wá. A máa jólè ní àmọ́ kó tó dìgbà náà mo fẹ́ dúpẹ́ lẹ́ǹkan sí lọ́wọ́ àwọn Dr. Jegbuyi. Ẹ ṣé fún gbogbo ìmọ̀ràn tẹ́ dá fún wa. Dẹ̀ fẹ́ kí Dr. Lálùsì náà tó wá láti odindi ìlú òyìnbó, Amẹ́ríkà ló ti ń dún bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn o. Ọlọ́run kú iṣẹ́ àbí? Ẹ ṣeun púpọ̀. A dẹ̀ fẹ́ kí ọ̀gá wa náà Professor Rufus Akinyemi. So ní ìsìn a fẹ́ gbọ́, ṣé mọ̀ pé ẹnì kan ló mọ̀. A ti ń sọ nǹkan tí ọpọlọ wa yìí ń ṣe, a dẹ̀ ti sọ nǹkan tó ó yẹ ká ṣe. Ok, kí n tó tẹ̀síwájú, mo kọ́kọ́ fẹ́ kí ìkànnú àwọn ọ̀gá wa, Dr. Monday Famakin, mi mọ̀ bí ẹ wà níbí. Ṣẹ́rí bí wọ́n ṣe báwọn ìjọ ṣe ń kí yín sà, àwọn ni the retired director primary health care. Àwọn ni wọ́n wà ní orí àga ní ìgbà tá bẹ̀rẹ̀ project yìí. Ṣé à ń ṣe dáadáa sà? Ṣé fún wa ní pass mark? Nítorí àwọn ni wọ́n fún wa ní àṣẹ pẹ̀lú ìtìlẹ́yìn àwọn commissioner wa náà pé ká carry go. A dẹ̀ ti ń ṣe iṣẹ́ tí a ní kó ṣe. Thank you so much for coming, sir. Really lovely to see you. So ní ìsìn bí mo ṣe ń sọ, ẹnì kan ló mọ̀. A wá fẹ́ pe èèyàn méjì kó wá sọ fún wa bó ṣe ń rí. Ṣé mọ̀ pé ẹni tó ń tọ́jú ẹni tí ó ti wọ́n ní mi mọ̀ bí ẹ mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ dementia àti ìmẹ̀nulé látàárọ̀. Dementia sá? Tárúgbó bá dé stage kan tó ń ní ìgbàgbé, kì í dẹ̀ ń ṣàwọn náà. Púpọ̀ nu wa ni kò yé bó ṣe ń lọ. Púpọ̀ nu wa ló máa wò pé ẹ ṣe ń ṣe báyìí bẹ́ẹ̀ pé ìyá yìí ń dá mi láàmú, bàbá yìí ń dá mi láàmú. Bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ o. So a fẹ́ kí èèyàn méjì kan tá máa pè kó wá sọ fún wa bó ṣe rí, so that a tẹra mọ́ iṣẹ́, a tẹra mọ́ health wa pé irú eléyìí o máa ṣe tí ó wà lágbára mi, àbí àdẹ́fìyókù lé Ọlọ́run lọ́wọ́. So nísinsìnyí ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mo fẹ́ pe Mrs. Kẹ́hìndé Ìyàbọ̀ kó wá sọ fún wa bí ó ṣe ń lọ, torí wọ́n ń tọ́jú ìkànnà àwọn èèyàn wa tí à ń ṣe àyẹ̀wò lára wọn. Ànínú wa dẹ̀ dùn bí wọ́n ṣe fi ọwọ́ sowọ́pọ̀ pẹ̀lú wa, nítorí tí wọ́n bá fún wa ní ààyè láti yẹ àwọn màmá àti àwọn bàbá wò, kò sí bá ṣe fẹ́ mọ bá ṣe máa ṣàtúnṣe ẹ̀. Mi mọ̀ bí i Mrs. Kẹ́hìndé Ìyàbọ̀ wọ́n wà nítòsí. Ẹgbẹ́ mi gan lọ́jọ́ kò sí. Ẹ bá mi fún wọn látẹ̀wọ́ kó wá sọ fún wa ẹni táwọn ń tọ́jú bó ṣe jẹ́ sí wọn, bí ìrìn àjò yẹn ṣe rí báyìí, kó dẹ̀ fi wo how important it is láti gbọ́ ìmọ̀ràn wọn. Ẹ ṣé mà.
Ẹ kú ìjókòó ẹ̀yin ìyá mi àti ẹ̀yin bàbá mi. Ẹ dẹ̀ kú àtàárọ̀. Ṣé rí láti tọ́jú arúgbó tó bá ní pàápàá jùlọ arúgbó tó bá máa ń gbàgbé nǹkan tó dẹ̀ máa ń jarán kò easy torí pé kí ni ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ sùúrù máa ní kódà kéèyàn máa tọ́jú ọmọ kékeré ọmọ ìkókó ó sì tún easy wọn lọ torí pé kí ni tẹ́ bá ń tọ́jú ọmọ ìkókó ọmọ kékeré tẹ́ bá gbé kalẹ̀ pé jókòó báyìí má lọ síbẹ̀ yẹn á gbọ́ fáwọn tó ń jágbàlagbà wọ́n á tún lágídí lórí nǹkan tí wọ́n ṣe tó jẹ́ pé nǹkan tó pé tóyìn ò bá ní sùúrù tọmọ kékeré bá ṣerú ẹ̀ èèyàn kó gbàjúbò wọ́n á tún máa bínú ìyàwó ìkànṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin èmi àti wọn níjẹta yìí big phone mi ti bàjẹ́ wọ́n ní for 5,000 máa fi ṣe mi ì tí ì rí ṣe phone yìí ni mo wá ń lò ẹ̀dẹ̀ wọn pé phone yìí náà lọ́fíìsì tó máa ń pè wá síta fi máa ń rọ́jà rà ókè òjò wá fẹ́ rọ̀ mo wá ní òjò èmi àti wọn jọjọ́ kò òjò fẹ́ rọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ kí n lọ bá yín ti wíńdò inú yàrá yín kí òjò má wọlé o wíńdò yàrá wọn ni mo lọ tì mo dẹ̀ sẹ̀ rìsífù kọ́ dádì wa tán ni ẹ bá mi gbàdá ní mò ń bọ̀ wọ́n fẹ́ pè padà o kò dẹ̀ sí ná wọ́n wá mú fóònù yẹn dání mo lọ nu ilé pípa rẹ̀ bọ̀ tí màá ń padà bọ̀ mo sì bá wọn níbi báàfù omi kí lẹ̀ mú níbi báàfù omi wọ́n ti ṣí ìdérí báàfù ṣé ẹ fẹ́ bomi ni wọ́n láwọn ò bomi ẹ̀yin ọmọ bá mi dé báàfù yẹn padà fóònù mi dà àṣẹ fóònù yẹn tí wọ́n mú lọ́wọ́ náà wájú inú báàfù omi wọ́n ò dẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ fóònù mi dà wọ́n gbà màmá ṣé báyìí ni mo fún ní fóònù wọ́n ń wò mí Kẹ́hìndé bá mi sáré wọnú báàfù omi tí wọ́n dúró lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ yẹn bí fóònù ṣe ń ro nìyí ó ń roṣoroṣo fómi ni mo wá bínú bí mo ṣe wá ń bínú yẹn pé kí ni gbogbo eléyìí tó yẹ pé ọmọ kan ló ṣerú eléyìí nǹkan tí màá ṣe fún lálẹ́ kíní kan ṣe bí fóònù yìí náà la fi ń jẹun mo ṣàṣẹ ń sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn tí mò ń bínú yẹ́sì ní pàwọn náà fàbínú yọ ni o kódà ó di àárọ̀ àná gbogbo èèyàn ló bá mi bẹ̀ wọ́n tí mo tún kúnlẹ̀ tí mò ń bẹ̀ wọ́n tí wọ́n kàn ń jẹ́ lẹ̀ wọ́n ní mo bú àwọn wọ́n ní tí ẹ bá wá ṣe wípé bó ṣe ṣe àwọn tí ẹ bá ṣe pé bó ṣe rí mo wá ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá pé wọ́n ẹ má bínú bí ìbú yín bí ìsọ̀rọ̀ tó bá pẹ́ yín náà ni ẹ máa bínú ẹ máa ṣe kíní kankan mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá ń tú wọn lẹ́yìn pé mo tún kúnlẹ̀ bẹ̀ wọ́n ní kí wọ́n tó jẹun mo wá ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá tún wá mú fóònù lọ ṣe fóònù ṣáàtú àná báyìí ẹni tí ò bá mi ṣe fún alẹ́ àná mo tó rí fóònù gbà o tí bá wá débi mẹkáníìkì eléyìí torí irin là ń rà tí wọ́n wá débi mẹkáníìkì eléyìí kí ló dé a sì pé nọ́mbẹ̀ àrí nọ́mbẹ̀ pé ibo ló wà lọ àti tààrin ibo ló wà lọ àìsẹ̀ tajà ni mo wá rò pé irú mo tún délé mo tún bí wọ́n ní báwo ni ṣé oúnjẹ tí mo gbélẹ̀ ṣé ẹ jẹ oúnjẹ yín láwọn jẹ bó wà ní sẹ́ẹ̀ tàṣẹ rọ́jàrà mo lá rọ́jàrà mo lọ́lọ́ ti ẹ̀ ṣeun arọ́jàrà gan lẹ́nìí tó sùúrù òun ni gbogbo orun nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn but àwa náà dẹ̀ tún gbàdúrà kọ́lọ́njà wa náà tó stage bẹ́ẹ̀ tó jẹ́ bí ó ṣe jẹ́ ẹ̀yìn àmì àti.
ẹ bá ní ṣá wọn látẹ̀wọ́ ẹ ṣe púpọ̀ mà ṣe rí i pé ẹnì kan ló mọ̀ nítorí ẹlòmíì tí ó bá ṣọ́ra kó lè ti lọ wò pé àyà yìí bó ṣe ṣe mí kó lọ tì wọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ sùúrù ni gbogbo wa la fẹ́ dàgbà á máa fomi lò náà ni àbí wá kú ṣé mo pé obìnrin la máa ń sábà rí nídìí ìtọ́jú àmọ́ mo fẹ́ wá pe àáfàá Dáúdà Mustapha tó jẹ́ ọkùnrin tó dẹ̀ ń tọ́jú ìkànnú àwọn tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ ń palẹ̀ ní àáfàá ṣe wà ń tòsí ẹ wá bá wa sọ bó ṣe ń yí lọ́dọ̀ títì yín mo mọ̀ pé èèyàn ò ní gbé fóònù yín fún bàbá àbí màmá pé wá tiẹ̀ sọ fún wa nítorí wọ́n máa sọ iṣẹ́ obìnrin ni láti tọ́jú irọ́ o iṣẹ́ gbogbo wa ni àáfàá máa sọ fún wa bó ṣe ń yí lọ́dọ̀ títì wọn Ọlọ́run á dẹ̀ máa fún wa lókun àti sùúrù àtagbára láti tọ́jú wọn nítorí wọ́n ti tọ́jú wa ń kékeré wọ́n ti dúró tì wá gbogbo ìgbà tá à ń dàgbà ìsín ló yẹ ká sanjọ́ Ọlọ́run á dẹ̀ jẹ́ káwọn ọmọ tiwa náà sanjọ́ kalẹ̀ àfà ẹ káàbọ̀.
gbogbo yín a kí gbogbo ilé o ẹ káàárọ̀ sà o gbogbo ilé ńkọ́ o àmọ̀ wà láàfin ara o ẹ̀yin ìyá wa náà a kí ẹ̀yin ọ̀gá wa náà o ẹ̀yin sì ṣe o ẹ̀yin kò ní dojú rú o ẹ láti yọrí ayọ̀ ọwọ́ yín lẹ́gbẹ̀tọ́ yín o lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tí àwọn ọ̀gá wa sọ fún àwọn ìyá wa ẹ bá ní arúgbó nílé kó tọ́jú arúgbó ẹ̀ dáadáa bíbí kò yí sí màmá tèmi náà ń bẹ́nu àwọn tó yẹ pé gan-an ọ̀rẹ́ wọn kẹ́tọ́ rẹ̀ wọ́n gbá mi báyìí pé bí wọn ọ̀tọ̀ ní táwọn sọ ń gbà mí ọ̀tọ̀ tí wọ́n sọ àwọn bí ọ̀rọ̀ tí àwọn ọ̀gá wa tí wọ́n ti sọ fún wa pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ sùúrù la gbọ́dọ̀ ní torí pé ń gbà mí báyìí gan-an tí mo bá jáde lọ tí gbogbo àwọn àbúrò mi bá ti jáde lọ tí mo bá padà dé mo lè bá wọn lórí pé wọ́n ti yàgbẹ́ sára mo lè bá wọn yẹ pé mo tọ̀ síbi kan ni màá yẹ gbé ẹlẹ́rìí mi kan bẹ tí mo kó fóun fún bẹ́ẹ̀ ọ lè jẹ́rìí sí i má jẹ́ clean gbogbo ẹ̀ o tó ìdí tí mo fún wò bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé gbàtí wọn bí mi ní kékeré ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n wò mí dàgbà dáadáa tèmi náà fi di báyìí tí mo fi di láàrin oríṣiríṣi tí mo bá ṣe àwọn mi wo gbogbo àṣìṣe wọn báyìí bí àjọba sọ tèmi àti wọn fẹ́ jà báyìí wọn ṣe tó bí mi nú tí wọn ṣe tó bí mi nú gan ọmọ kí ló tó ń ṣe yín báyìí gan náà àtún wá gbé pé àlùkò ni wàlí gáàsì bí náà ìlàlí gèésà èyí tèmi ẹgbẹ́ bínú mi wàlí à ń fi àlànà sí lálàkùtùrí àmúna ká lè jèrè tí mo lè jèrè wa ni torí àgbọ̀dọ̀ kọsẹ̀ lára wọn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ sùúrù la máa ní lórí àwọn ìyá àbí bàbá wa tó gbọ́rọ̀ mi ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn.
ṣé púpọ̀ ẹ bá ní ṣáwọn látẹ̀wọ́ ṣe rí i pé àyẹ̀wò wa yìí ó ṣe pàtàkì ìgbà tó ń sọ fún wa pé ẹgbẹ̀rún arúgbó àbí 50 years and above ẹgbẹ̀rún ní Iyemẹtu nìkan náà ti rí ẹgbẹ̀rún ènìyàn tó wà lára iṣẹ́ tá à ń ṣe yìí ṣe mọ̀ pé arúgbó pọ̀ láàrin wa nìyẹn ó dẹ̀ yẹ kí ìjáfara lè wo yẹ ká ṣe nǹkan tó yẹ àbí kí gbogbo wa kí ọpọlọ wa kí brain wa bá lè fi ní health so that a pẹ́ àdẹ̀ ní da àwọn ọmọ wa láàmú ta ló rántí nǹkan kan tí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ ń pa wọ́n ní eré ìdárayá àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ ká tó wá ṣe àárín yẹn mo fẹ́ wá béèrè ǹjẹ́ ènìyàn kankan wà tó ní ìbéèrè tó fẹ́ bi wá ní ìsìn ká tó lọ sí abala kejì téèyàn kan bá ní ìbéèrè is there anybody that has a question for us from all the things we've said thus far? All right.
Orúkọ mi ni Hamzat Ọlábàmíjì láti Ward 4 Ọmọwùmí Lábọ́sídé. Now, mo kí àwọn àjọ tí wọ́n ṣe ètò yìí research tí wọ́n ṣe fún wa ó dùn mọ́ wa púpọ̀. Now, ìbéèrè tí mo fẹ́ béèrè ó jọ béèrè ni but bó bá ṣe é ṣe gbogbo àwọn tí ẹ fún wa ní ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ yìí jẹ́ ó ṣeé ṣe fún wa pé bóyá kẹ́ ẹ bá ní kó sínú CD kan tàbí inú memory so that instead tí à ń gbọ́ Yusufu tá à ń gbọ́ Òbí tá à ń gbọ́ epo àkànú ilé ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan tá a bá ń ṣìkìní ìta a bá ń gbọ́ bó tilẹ̀ jẹ́ wípé bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ yìí á lọ lé á jábọ̀ fáwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan ṣùgbọ́n pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìní àní lè rí bá sọ̀rọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n tí ó bá wà nínú CD tàbí ó wà nínú memory so that tá a bá ń gbé sí dípò àwọn orin epo àkà tàbí kádàrádá tá à ń gbọ́ now a lè máa gbọ́ èyí lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan èyí ni ìbéèrè mi tàbí ọ̀rọ̀ mi.
ọ̀rọ̀ àtẹ́ṣe gan ni sà fún ìbéèrè tí ẹ béèrè nǹkan tí ẹ sọ sà lóòótọ́ ó wúlò a ti ṣerú nǹkan tí ẹ sọ yìí fún àrùn stroke. I produce very short documentary 3 minutes tó máa sọ gbogbo nǹkan tí a nílò láti mọ̀ nípa àrùn rọpárọsẹ̀. So pẹ̀lú oore ọ̀fẹ́ Ọlọ́run a máa ṣe irú ètò ìbílẹ̀ yìí náà fún ti eléyìí a máa ṣe. Bọ̀ kó tó dìgbà yẹn lára àwọn kan lára àwọn ètò tí a ṣe fún program yìí nìyí, àwọn result tí a ta sọ̀rọ̀ nípa yìí, a ti fi wọ́n sórí leaflet ìwé kéékèèké pélébé kéékèèké. So Mayowa, do we have them? Any? Oh, very good. So then I'm a translate sí èdè Yorùbá fún àwọn tí wọ́n bá lè ka èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì. Then a tún máa ṣe ní short video clips as well. All right.
Thank you, sir. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀. So mi mọ àwọn tí wọ́n fẹ́ béèrè pé náwó sókè a máa mú bí mẹ́ta àbí méjì pọ̀. Oh yeah, next, sir.
Good morning. My name is Dr. Akinwale. I work in UCH as a palliative care specialist. Well, I know that old age, frailty, and dementia, an area that the palliative can come in. So I want to ask the investigators, is there a way, because now we have, in the college now we have academic part of palliative care and also in UCH. Is there a way we can collaborate to help these people who need palliative care? So, and at the end, I want to even commend and congratulate the researchers. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. As they are taking the mic to the front, we'll answer.
All right. Thank you very much, sir, Dr. Akinwale. Yes, palliative care is very, very important in terms of dementia care. I have good news for you, sir. One of your colleagues in the department is already working with us. In fact, she's developing a doctoral MD program to develop a palliative care framework for dementia for Nigerians. So we're working on that for our PhD program. Hopefully that will benefit your department. But before that research ends, we're very happy to collaborate with you. Maybe when we're going back to the community for VALIANT 2.0, we'll invite some of your team members to come along with us so that identify people who have memory problems and you can see how we can care for them together. All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay, so my question is, the study, the age, I noticed there's 50, and I want to, well, because I had some people talking about the age, and I'm like, okay, let's just ask, why 50? Aging or elderly, I think from 60, depending on the country, or for us, sometimes 55. But why that age 50? Thank you.
Okay, before I answer your question, can you tell us what you're doing? Because I just spoke about your project. Identify yourself.
Okay, good morning, everybody. My name is Dr. Eunice Omoyeni. I'm a palliative care physician. So right now, I'm working on developing a framework for dementia patients to help dementia patients in Nigeria, a palliative care framework. Because before now, I did a study and I did a master's and MPhil in public health on how to monitor and evaluate what we're doing, for palliative care services. And it was from there that this came up, that, okay, do we even have something that we can use to help people that have dementia? Because in my 17 years, I've been in palliative care 17 years now, we've seen that the dementia patients, the rate is increasing. Okay, I think this year, stroke last year, we've taken care of like 5 people, 5 elderly people that had dementia, and taking care of them is a whole lot of challenge, and that's why I'm even grateful for this study. So we are looking at developing a framework, palliative care framework, to help people in dementia, and that's for my Doctor of Medicine. Thank you very much.
All right.
Professor Rufus is my supervisor. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. So to answer your question, we picked the age of 50 deliberately You and I know that we talk about midlife risk factors. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ Yorùbá. Ṣé rí gbogbo nǹkan tí a ti ń sọ látàárọ̀, ìfúnpá gíga tàbí ìtọ̀ ṣúgà, ṣé ìgbà tí wọ́n bá darúgbó òun ló máa ń ṣe jàǹbá o? Ẹni tó bá ti ní láti midlife, anything between age of 40 and above, ẹni tó bá ní hypertension, diabetes, from age of 40, midlife, tí kò bá tọ́jú ẹ̀, tí kò bá controlled, irú èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn òun ló máa ń ní dementia. Nígbà tó yẹ kó máa jẹun ọmọ, kó máa jèrè àwọn ọmọ tó ti tọ́, á di pé owó tó yẹ kó máa fi gbádùn, á máa ná sórí dementia lórí ẹ̀. So the message is that midlife factors, tí ẹ̀ bá ní hypertension ní midlife, tí yóò bá wà controlled, ó ló máa ń fa dementia nígbà tí ẹ̀ bá ti di arúgbó. So reason that's why the cut-off age for this study is 50 years. The second reason is that this study is a longitudinal study. The results we present today is just the baseline results. We are going back to the community from later this year or early next year, latest, to do VALIANT 2.0 to follow up the people and see the trajectory of changes in both memory functions and biomarker profile. And I'm sure by the time we do that, we'll have new results that we can also present back to the community. And we're going to follow these people for as long as God keeps them alive, and as long as we have the resources. And I'm sure that next time, you and Dr. Akinwale will join us in the community too. All right, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I don't know if there's any more question. Okay, so we'll take the lady in front and mommy. Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you for this workshop. My question is this. Said, see upward and all that. My dad is 84. He's a learned person and he's good with memories. Like, he remembered things way back and all that. And he was sick recently and they said infection enter his brain and he was just talking rubbish. He was just saying things we don't even know. He was just talking jargons. We spent money in the hospital. It was okay. He was fine back after the illness. Of blessed memory, he died 2 months ago. He just fell from the bed and he died. But my question is this. When he had that brain something, he wasn't recognizing anybody again. Things were not, I was just like, is this how, when things are not just, we were just.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, I understand you, my dear sister. Before I answer a question, let me encourage us. We are not purveyors of bad news. We're not here to make you afraid, right? Out of the 1,000 people, 50 years and above, that we studied in the community, only 50% had some memory issues. In all of this, only 3.4% really had dementia. So the remaining 97%, those who had some forgetfulness, if they put to practice these things we have talked about, exercising, eating well, socially connected, the memory problems can get better. In fact, let me tell you a story. I have an elderly man that I look after, retired professor. He told me a very beautiful story. That when he was about 60 years old, he noticed that he started forgetting things. What did he do? He took up German language, to learn German language. And after I started learning German language, after a couple of months, you realize that everything reverted back to normal. So meaning that the brain God has given us, we should do what? Use it. Learn new things. Even after you retire from work, from government job, you can take up a new hobby, take up new profession, learn something new. When you do that, you will challenge the brain. You build fresh connections in the brain. And then the risk of, you strengthen your brain resilience, brain cognitive reserve. And the risk, even if somebody has been having memory problems, it can be a way to clear it off. So I want to share that good news with us. This is not to make us afraid, but this is to empower us with the information that we need to help us to age healthily and not have dementia. Now, back to the question you asked about your daddy. Your daddy did have what we call acute confusional state in the elderly. That is the medical diagnosis, or what we call delirium. That's what happened to him. Some people mistake that for dementia. They're different. Somebody who has dementia is somebody who is conscious and fully alert, yet he cannot remember things, cannot get lost on the way and all that. And it is not only although older people are more prone to getting confused when they have simple things. Some people, it can be because they retain urine in their bladder. Some people, when they have infection of the urinary tract or they have chest infection. Some just because of abnormality of salt in their blood, electrolyte imbalance, they get confused. So that was a confusional state. The moment you treat the cause, either from an infection, dehydration, whatever, the moment you take care of the cause, it will clear. Although we also now know that when that happens, it's like the brain being set up on fire. There's inflammation of the brain. That can also trigger a person to now quickly go on to develop memory problems. But if it is treated, it clears off and there should be no problem. So that was what your daddy had. He had confusional state of the elderly, which was treated. Well, we passed on later, not because he had dementia, but I guess it was his time to leave. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. So like my prof has said, we are not here to scare you. And it gives me great pleasure to invite the immediate past director of primary health care, and he was also the MOH of Ibadan North. Before you talk, sir, I want to recognize the presence of Dr. Yemi Adewale, the current medical officer of health of Ibadan North local government, sir. Thank you, sir. Over to you, Dr. Famakin, sir.
Okay, Ibadan North. Bàbá mi, ìyá mi, a kú oríire o. Ẹ rí i pé oríire ńlá ní Ìbàdàn North ní gbogbo 33 local government tó wá jẹ́ ibẹ̀ ní àgbékalẹ̀ takuntakun ńláńlá báyìí tó ti wá wáyé tó a kú oríire. Let me appreciate my brother. Mọ bó ń ṣe jẹ́ sí mi ní bíbá yìí láti UI roommate mi fún bíi 2 sessions ni wọ́n. Ẹni tẹ́ ń wò yẹn òun ló lead jamb Nàìjíríà gbogbo. Igi ìwé lẹ̀ ń wò yẹn. Nígbà tó kan neurologist, nígbà tó ṣe ìdánwò, kò sí ẹlẹgbẹ́ ní ilẹ̀ Áfíríkà o. Gold medalist ni ní àgbáyé. Ṣé mọ̀ pé téèyàn bá sáré ìje gold ló ń gbà? Àwọn nìyẹn o. Òun ni best man mi ńgbà mo gbéyàwó. So I feel so happy, my brother, that where God has placed you, you are really manifesting it. And I wish you many more of greater things to come. I know in the academics, you've already, hit that apex. A professor, after a professor, what next? That is the question to ask. Kí ló tún kù? So ká máa bẹ ọlọ́run fún yín kó fún yín ní oore ọ̀fẹ́ láti gbé ilé ayé tó dẹ̀rùn ni. Nǹkan tí what you have done in Ibadan North, I didn't know until you are giving the brief now. I know the permission to enter the community came through me. And there is no way I could actually, in the first place, reject you. Because you own me, and I also own you. I look at one thing, confounders in this research. How were you able to throw out all those confounders? Because, for example, dementia, I look at it. Is it possible for somebody that has gone through trauma in life to develop it? Somebody that has lost a child or lost a husband? Does this have any correlation? Is there any genetic link? Just, I look at that confounder. You may not actually answer it here, but I don't know how you were able to bring it out to do the sorting. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Dr. Monde Famakin. My big brother, although we're classmates in medical school, but my big brother, we're roommates in Kuti Hall, great Kutites. And I'm also happy to tell you that I'm now mentoring his first son in this College of Ibadan Medical School. Swale is one of my brilliant mentees. All right. So, sir, the question you asked, yes. When I started, I talked about other things that we are still intend to do, including looking at genetic markers and epigenetics. We have the blood samples in our freezer. We have looked at biomarkers. We've gone to Sweden to do some work on that. But there are still many more results that are coming out. The purpose of doing this dissemination, we feel a sense of responsibility to come back to the people and say, this is what we have found. So that findings that can help us, things that we can do, prevent, because we now know that 1 out of every 2 dementias can be prevented when we take care of all these little simple, but very important factors. So we'd rather give information that can help people look after themselves. That's why we have come with this result. But I can tell you there are still many more interesting results that are going to emerge from this study in the nearest future. All right, thank you, sir.
All right, right now, we're going to take a pause. We will come back to you, sir. Right now, we're going to take a pause. A ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ látàárọ̀, a ti jókòó látàárọ̀. Ẹ dẹ̀ rántí pọ́ sọ fún wa pé ká má máa jókòó pẹ́. Mo fẹ́ kí gbogbo wa dìde. Mo wá fẹ́ kí Èjìrẹ́ band bá wa fún wa ní 10 minutes interlude tó máa jẹ́ pé a mọ̀ pé a ti ṣe nǹkan tó yẹ ká ṣe nípa gbínọ̀sẹ̀ nínọwọ́ lénìí. Èjìrẹ́ band, over to you, sir. Mo fẹ́ kẹ́ jó ni o nítorí àwa ń dènà dementia bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń wò wá yìí. Àbí mo wí kọ́? In our community, it is acceptable. So, kò ń ṣe dáúdà epo àkàrà àmọ́ ìjó wà ní ẹsẹ̀ wa.
Are we ready to exercise our body? All right. Orí mi, èjìká, okùn ẹsẹ̀. Orí mi, èjìká, okùn ẹsẹ̀. Orí mi, èjìká, okùn ẹsẹ̀. Tìrẹ ni Olúwa pátápátá. Orí mi, èjìká, okùn ẹsẹ̀. Orí mi, èjìká, okùn ẹsẹ̀. Orí mi, èjìká, okùn ẹsẹ̀. Tìrẹ ni Olúwa. For the last time, orí mi, èjìká. Some are not doing it. I'll continue to repeat the song if you are not doing it. ìkún ẹsẹ̀ orí mi èjìká òkun ẹsẹ̀ tìrẹ ní Olúwa. For the last time orí mi èjìká òkun ẹsẹ̀ orí mi èjìká òkun ẹsẹ̀ orí mi èjìká òkun ẹsẹ̀ tìrẹ ní Olúwa. Ó yá shake your body, 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 shake your body. Oh yeah, shake your body, shake your body, shake your body, shake your body, shake your body. Jojo, shake your body. Jojo, shake your body. Jojo, shake your body. Exercise. Jojo, shake your body. Oh yeah, ejijo alayo. Ejijo alayo. Ijo alayo lẹ́yìn ijó. Ijo alayo lẹ́yìn ijó. Move your body, shake your body.
Kí wọ́n fi yanjú microphone wọ̀nyí. Ṣé ẹ jẹ́ ká continue àbí? A máa padà tó lẹ́yìn ètò yìí.
Winner, oh, winner, winner, oh, winner. Everybody you don't win, oh, winner. Pata you go win forever, winner. Winner, oh, winner, winner, oh, winner. Everybody you don't win, oh, winner. Pata you go win forever, winner. Engineer, please work on this sound, please. Winner, oh, winner, winner, oh, winner. Everybody we don't win, oh, winner. Pata we go win forever, winner. Stand up for the champion, for the champion. 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 Stand up.
Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀. Ẹ bá wa jókòó padà. Ẹ bá ní fún wọn látẹ̀wọ́. Bó ṣe òun kò jẹ́ tí NEPA fẹ́ ṣe àbí tí connection fẹ́ ṣe bẹ̀bẹ̀ bọ̀ Olúwa ò jẹ́. Àtúnyì máa jó dáadáa o. Bọ̀tá ní ká fi yẹn warm up kakọ̀ máa jókòó sójú kan náà. Wọ́n ti ní káyé máa jókòó sójú kan náà fún ìgbà tó pẹ́ jù lọ. Ṣó ti yé yín? tó orin tẹ́ bá ti like ká máa lò ó. Mo fẹ́ kí Dr. Yemi Adewole, àwọn ni Medical Officer of Health Ibadan North ní àsìkò yìí. Ṣé mo pa a ti bá àwọn Dr. Famaki sọ̀rọ̀, mo fẹ́ káwọn náà bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ ní ṣókí. Wọ́n ní comments fún wa.
Very much. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀. Mo kí gbogbo akí akú ìjókòó. Ẹ ṣé ẹ kú àtọ̀wúrọ̀. Ẹ kú sùúrù. A máa rí yín bá o. A lè máa pè yín. Oh, okay. Wọ́n ní kí n bọ́ síbí báyìí. A ó lè máa pè yín, ẹ dẹ̀ lè máa jẹ́ wa o. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀. I want to appreciate the lead investigator for this project, Professor Rufus Akinyemi, and his entire team. Thank you very much. God bless you for this awesome project that was implemented using Ibadan North local government as the project site. And I want to appreciate my elder brother too. I call him Elder, Dr. Monday Famaki. Thank you so much. So nice to see you here. I didn't know that you were here until you are given the microphone to speak. That was when I looked back and said, oh, Egba is here. So such a joy to see you here today. God bless you. I want to tender my apology also for coming at the time I came. It is not out of a slide for this program. It's just as a result of so many commitments that happen to be taking place together today. The executive secretary happens not to be around officially, and some of us have to double for him in his assignments. So I've been running from one place to the other before I came to this place this afternoon. On the project, I want to say thank you to the University College Hospital, the body, about a medical specialist group, and all that executed this project. We appreciate this cooperation between the university and the grassroots level. I'm more delighted at the project dissemination workshop because sometimes projects like this are executed, and once the researchers get what they are looking for, the data and all that, that's the end of it. But I want to say thank you for organizing this dissemination meeting in which the findings have been made known to the people. I can assure you that our knowledge has been greatly enriched. We appreciate the case of neurological health more, and we look forward to more of this kind of collaboration with the local governments. I can assure you the local government is a vast ground, a fertile ground for research and all that. As many as you can bring, always find reception and accommodation within the local government system. On behalf of the executive secretary, on behalf of the local government chairman in Ibadan North local government, we say thank you. We appreciate you. God bless you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. I want to tell us something before Professor Akinyemi comes to tell us about the next level. Ṣé mọ̀ pé Ìbàdàn North láti bẹ̀rẹ̀, àmọ́ a ti ń kó àwọn èèyàn mọ́ra. Ìbàdàn North East náà ní next level. Mi mọ̀ bí MOH wọ́n wà around. Àwọn tó wá láti Ìbàdàn North, ẹ bá mi ṣọwọ́ báyìí. Àwọn ará Ìbàdàn North East. Àwọn ará Ìbàdàn náà, tẹ̀lé òmòrè o. Mi mọ̀ bí àwọn MOH wọ́n wà around, sir. Bí àwọn bá a sọ̀rọ̀ afterwards. But right now, mo fẹ́ kí ọ̀gá ṣọ́wà nítòsí. Mo fẹ́ kí Professor Akinyemi sáré sọ fún wa nípa the next level tó máa involve wọn then ẹni tó bá máa bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ láti Ìbàdàn North East náà máa wá sọ̀rọ̀.
Thank you very much, Dr. Cadmus. Now, the next steps, kí ni ìgbésẹ̀ tí a ti gbé lẹ́yìn tí àwọn èsì tó jáde ní kí ni ìgbésẹ̀ mi ta tún máa gbé. Now lẹ́yìn tí àwọn result tí a get tó jáde, ọlọ́mọ bó ṣe máa ń ṣiṣẹ́, you know, by the grace of God, we were involved in another project tó wá jẹ́ intervention. Project à ń pè ní Worldwide Fingers Project. Kí ni project kí ló dé lórí? Àwọn nǹkan márùn-ún tí mo mention lẹ́ẹ̀kan, mo sọ nípa 4 points. So there is now a new program of intervention. Tó pé àwọn nǹkan márùn-ún tí a táwa fúnra wa tí a nínú research yìí a fẹ́ practicalize in the community. So checking cardiovascular risk, you know, numbers, blood pressure, sugar, then social intervention, social connections, social activity, then physical activity, then healthy diet, àti mental stimulation. So it represents a Cameroon. So this new research, and Cameroon here, also in the community. Tamani ipameji, the intervention arm, and then there will be a control arm. I'm following off about 2 years. The lẹ́yìn 2 years, àwa wo kíni yàtọ̀ nínú àwọn kan tó ń ṣe kan márùn àtàwọn tí wọn ò ṣe. So góòlù náà ni wípé a fẹ́ wo nígbà tí a bá ṣe àwọn kan márùn yìí, kí ni effect tó máa ní lórí control blood pressure wa, control sugar, bó ṣe máa ran memory function wa lọ́wọ́. Ọ̀kan tí a fẹ́ test yẹn, a ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ yẹn, a ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ phase 1. A dẹ̀ ti ní community advisory board lórí iṣẹ́ yìí, a ti ṣe pàdé pàpà. So in another few weeks to month, a máa padà wá sí community. Now, so this is the African Fingers Project, and Ibadan jẹ́ one of 4 sites in Africa tó ń ṣe iṣẹ́ yìí, a dẹ̀ ti ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀. Now, the second project tí a máa ṣe ní next level, òun à ń pè ní cerebral small vessel disease and brain health, the native African quote. Now, nǹkan kan tí mo fẹ́ kẹ́mọ̀ nípa iṣẹ́ ìwádìí ni wípé tí àwa tó ń ṣe iṣẹ́ ìwádìí researchers kí a tó ṣe é ní research, a máa ní nǹkan tá ń pè ní research question. A máa ní ìbéèrè tó máa ń tí a fẹ́ tí à ń wá answer fún ká tó wá ṣe ní research. Nǹkan tá a discover ni pé nígbà tí a bá ṣe ìwádìí tí a rí èsì fún ìwádìí tí a fi bẹ̀rẹ̀, nǹkan tó máa ṣe ni pé result tí a bá get ó máa ń bímọ ni, ó máa ń bímọ, ó tún máa ń bí àwọn ọmọ, ó máa ń bí other research questions, right? So nínú other research questions tí iṣẹ́ yìí tó bí jáde, òun ni a fẹ́, òun ni this cerebral small vessel disease and brain health. Now kí la fẹ́ ṣe mí báyìí? Nínú iṣẹ́ yìí, a máa ṣe nǹkan mẹ́rin. Number 1, ẹ̀mí pé 1,000 la fi bẹ̀rẹ̀, àti ní àwọn èèyàn 1,000. A máa invite 2,000 more people. Reason yẹn tó yẹ pé Ìbàdàn North East náà ó máa join. Pẹ̀lú Dr. Ajayi náà sọ fún mi lórí table pé commissioner máa fẹ́ ká lọ sí gbogbo Ọ̀yọ́ state náà. Well, a máa discuss yẹn. Mo ṣe pé wọ́n máa fún wa ní support kálí. So a máa recruit 2,000 more people. So our jẹ́ 3,000. Wọ́n lẹ́yìn yẹn a máa tún ṣe brain scan tá à ń pè ní MRI. Gbogbo nǹkan tí a rí pẹ̀lú pé ká ṣe questionnaire, ká ṣe afẹ́wò kí ni ipò tí ọpọlọ wà. Tí a máa ṣe brain MRI fún èèyàn 1,200. Lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ ni o, kì í ṣe pé ẹ máa sanwó. Èèyàn 1,200 la máa ṣe brain scan ọ̀fẹ́ fún. Nígbà tá a bá ṣe brain scan yẹn, a máa rí ipò tí ọpọlọ wà. Àdèmàlì sọ pé dádì, mọ́mì, nǹkan báyìí la rí inú ọpọlọ yín o. Ìyàtọ̀ sí yẹn, a tún máa ṣe free eye test fún èèyàn 1,200. Torí ojú àti ọpọlọ ọmọ ìyá ni wọ́n. Tí a bá wo ẹ̀yìn ojú, ó máa ń jẹ́ kí a mọ ipò tí ọpọlọ wà. Tá a fẹ́ mọ nígbà tá a bá go through window ojú àti ti brain scan, kí ni correlation? Àníkó tí a fẹ́ sàn ni pé ǹjẹ́ ó ṣeé ṣe tẹ́pẹ́ tá a bá tẹ̀ wo ojú ènìyàn, a lè sọ ipò tí ọpọlọ wà. Ẹ̀mí pé brain scan wọn àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́. So tó bá ṣeé ṣe tí a bá rí good answer, ó mì pé tá a bá tẹ̀ wo ojú lásán, a lè sọ pé ṣọ́ra out torí dementia ti ń bọ̀. Èmi ni pé ìyẹn túmọ̀ sí pé a lè advise àwọn èèyàn through eye tests tí kò wọ́n tó wá easy láti access instead of expensive brain scan. Then a tún máa gba ẹ̀jẹ̀ fún further genetic and biochemical testing lórí àwọn 3,000 yìí. Torí ní research bí wọ́n bá ṣe pọ̀ sí, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni result tó máa ń wà robust, tó máa ń wà reliable sí. So iṣẹ́ yìí a tún máa ṣe fún another ọdún 5, a tún máa fi ṣe lè. And I want to say that this project is being supported by the National Institute of Aging. We just got the notice of award, in the last few weeks. But because of the lockdown of the American government, we have not had any further communication. But I promise to support this work further for another 5 years. So we thank the United States National Institute of Health and of Aging for supporting this further research. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀.
Thank you so much. Ẹ bá wa fún wọn ní àtẹ́wọ́. So mo fẹ́ kí èèyàn méjì sọ̀rọ̀. Ó ní bàbá kan tí gbogbo wa ní Professor Ògúnníyì. Àwọn náà sì ní ilẹ̀ yìí báyìí. Àmọ́ wọ́n ti wà pẹ̀lú wa látàárọ̀ lórí afẹ́fẹ́. Afẹ́fẹ́ àbí? I don't know if Professor Ògúnníyì can be connected. While they are connecting him, ẹjọ́ ta ni MOH àbí representative wọn láti Ìbàdàn North East. Please come. Hey, àwọn ará North East tẹ́lẹ̀ ò mọ̀ rẹ́ o. Ẹ kọrin fún wọn tẹ́lẹ̀ ò mọ̀ rẹ́ o. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀.
Good morning, sir.
Could you come up, please?
All right. Thank you, ma.
Thank you.
Good morning, sir. Distinguished ladies and everyone. Good morning, everyone. Dr. Bolarewa. I'm the Assistant MOH from Ibadan Northeast, representing Dr. Adedoye, the MOH for Ibadan Northeast. Thank you so much, sir. I'm an upcoming researcher, and I really have interest in research. I'm currently doing my master's program in public health, and I'm really impressed, like I'm wowed. I can't believe that something like this is really going on, like in our environment. Like people really pay attention to aging and things that comes with aging. Like I'm really impressed, and I'm grateful also for thinking about Ibadan Northeast and having us in mind. We are very grateful, sir, and we look forward to welcoming you in our midst. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. We're grateful for your cooperation. Kindly extend our regards to our MOH. Now we will take remarks, closing remarks from Professor Ikeoluwa Ajayi. You've been with us all day. I want you to take the closing remarks, ma, because Professor, I don't know, have we been able to connect Professor Oguni? Technical unit, please. He's not online. Okay. So we will ask Professor Ikeoluwa Ajayi Ma to take the closing remarks while Mayowa prepare for the vote of thanks. Thank you so much, ma. Thank you, ma.
Ẹ káàsán o. Tata sọ̀rọ̀ gbẹ̀yìn, ẹ káàárọ̀ lásọ. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín fún ìfarabalẹ̀ o. A sì dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn ọ̀gá wa gbogbo tó gbé tò yìí kalẹ̀. Àwa náà ti gbọ́, a ti gbé yẹ̀wò àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́. A dẹ̀ ń rò lọ́kàn wa pé nínú gbogbo ohun tó sọ lénìí, èwo ni máa mú ṣe ń bẹ̀. Mo rò pé yẹn ni ó yẹ ká mú lọlé. A dúpẹ́ gidigidi fún ètò yìí àtàwọn onígbọ̀wọ́ ẹ̀ torí wípé tí wọn ò bá rí agbára láti ṣètò yìí a ní rí àṣírí àwọn nǹkan tó lè dènà ìlera wa. Ìsìn tán dẹ̀ ti wá rí, wọ́n tún wá ṣe kí ni o, wọ́n tún gbégbèsè míì láti rí wípé àwọn gan wọ́n wá wò kí làwọn lè ṣe láti dènà àwọn ohun tí ó tún dènà ìlera wa. Ẹ jẹ́ ká fún wọn látẹ̀wọ́. Ìbàdàn North East tán dẹ̀ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ mú, ẹ kú oríire o. You are so enthusiastic. So ó fi hàn wípé ètò yìí ètò tó dára ni, á sì máa dára sí i. Mi ò ní sọ púpọ̀, wọ́n ti sọ fún wa gbogbo ohun tí àwọn nǹkan tó yẹ ká ṣe. Gbogbo ẹ̀ náà kan lọ́sì rí o. Wọ́n ti sọ fún wa pé àwọn ẹ̀jẹ̀ tá fi sílẹ̀ wọ́n sì máa ṣe àwọn àyẹ̀wò tó kún dáadáa sí i. Bóyá wọ́n tún sì lè rí àwọn nǹkan míì tó yẹ kí a máa dènà ẹ̀ kí ìlera lè bá wa lára. Ẹ̀yin tẹ̀dẹ̀ fẹ̀jẹ̀ sílẹ̀, a dúpẹ́, a mọ̀ wípé kí ni ó ń ṣe nǹkan tó easy. Mo mọ̀ pé kí wọ́n tó rí gbà lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn gan, wọ́n á ti rojọ́. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀yin náà wá rí ohun tó já sí báyìí. Torí náà tán bá wá sí inú community tó ń sọ gbogbo ohun tó fẹ́ ṣe, tó bá tiẹ̀ la ká gba ẹ̀jẹ̀ àbí ká ṣe àwọn àyẹ̀wò kọ̀ọ̀kan, ó yẹ ká rí wípé kí ni o, àǹfààní ara wa ni. Ìgbà míì àwa gan kọ́ la máa jẹ àǹfààní yẹn. Ó lè jẹ́ àwọn ọmọ wa, àwọn ọmọ wa tó sì ń bọ̀. Nítorí pé kí ni nígbà tó bá yẹ̀ wò, tán mọ̀ pé nínú ẹ̀jẹ̀ yìí wọ́n rí pé nǹkan báyìí wà ń bẹ̀. Tán dẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní dènà ẹ̀. Ṣẹ́mọ̀ pé àwa ń tiwa ti dàgbà. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn tó ń bọ̀ wọ́n á lè dènà ẹ̀. So kẹ́ bá wa sọ fún wọn ní gbogbo ìlú àti àwọn ìletò àti gbogbo ibi tá a bá bára wa wípé à ń ṣe àyẹ̀wò fún yàn nígbà tá a bá ń ṣerú ètò báyìí. Kì í ṣe wípé wọ́n fẹ́ fi ṣe nǹkan míì yàtọ̀ sí wípé wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ́ kí ìlera tó péye kó bá gbogbo wa ni. Mo wá rọ̀ wá ní òní yìí, gbogbo àwa tá a wà ń bí, pé tá a bá dé ìlú wa àbí community wa àti àwọn tí health center wa tó wà ń bí, ẹ má jẹ́ ká jẹ́ adánìkan jẹ àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká jẹ́ adánìkan jẹ àbí adánìkan gbọ́. Nǹkan tá a rọ̀ wá, nǹkan tá a gbélé yín lọ́wọ́ ni wípé tí ẹ bá ti dọ̀hùn, ẹ jọ̀wọ́ ẹ jẹ́ kí ìròyìn kó tọ́ka gbogbo ibi tá a bá wà. Àwọn neighbors wa, landlord association ni o àbí community leaders, market women association, àbí gbogbo ẹ bá wa sọ fún wọn wípé ńkọ́ ètò yìí o, ohun tó rí rèé o, nǹkan báyìí ló ní ká máa gbé ṣe o, kí ọkàn wa tó lè jí pépé, kí ọpọlọ wa náà kó lè jí pépé. Tá bá gbọ́ tí a sọ, àìtí ṣe nǹkan kan bí ilé ni o. Torí dissemination ló pé. Dissemination yẹn dẹ̀rẹ́ kì í ṣe fún àwa tajà bíi bóyá bíi 200 ní bíbáyìí. Àwọn ibi tán ti gba 1000 blood lọ́wọ́ 1000 people yẹn, àwọn yẹn gan-an wọ́n láti mọ̀, àti gbogbo àwọn tó wà ní àyíká wọn. Ọlọ́run á fún wa ṣe o. So nǹkan tẹ́mi kàn máa sọ ni wípé ẹ jẹ́ ká mọ̀ wípé ìlera wa ọwọ́ wa ló wà o. Kí ló dẹ̀ ní ká ṣe? Kí là nǹkan márùn-ún tó yẹ ká ṣe? Ení, wọ́n ní kí ni o? Ká ṣe exercise, ká jó, ká rìn, ká gbé ká máa nọpá nọsẹ̀ lóòrèkóòrè, àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́? Kí lè kejì?
Ìfúnpá.
Wọ́n ní kí ni? Ká máa ṣọ̀rẹ́, ká má máa dá wà, ká má jẹ́ adágbé, àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́? Àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ wa ta ti níjọ láti kékeré wa, àwọn yẹn máa dùn wá o, wọ́n dùn rí o, wọ́n sì dùn bá lò. So ẹ jẹ́ ká jẹ́ adùn bá rìn, ẹ jẹ́ adùn bá ṣeré. Torí náà ní àdúgbò wa, ẹ jẹ́ kí a máa ṣe ọ̀rẹ́, ká máa sọ̀rọ̀. Àwọn tó ti a lè ní fóònù, a lè tún máa lò yẹn náà. Gbogbo yẹn ló máa ń jẹ́ kí ọpọlọ kó ṣe kí ni? Kó ṣe pépé. Tábádẹ̀ rẹ ni tí ara ẹ̀ ò yá, tí ó ní ìpèníjà kankan ní àdúgbò, ẹ má jẹ́ ká pátì. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká pátì. Tá a bá lè ṣe gẹ́gẹ́ bí èèyàn kan ní pé bóyá èmi rèé o, a lè pe ẹgbẹ́ ìlú àbádúgbò kán ràn án lọ́wọ́. Tá bá pátì, ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ kí ni? A máa ṣe kí ni? Òun náà ò ní máa rántí nǹkan mọ́. Nígbà tí ò rí nǹkan tó máa stimulate ẹ̀, that is, tó máa jẹ́ kó máa fẹ́ máa ronú, láti máa ṣe àwọn nǹkan kan tí inú ẹ̀ ń dùn, á bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní máa lọlẹ̀, á máa lọlẹ̀, yóò máa gbàgbé nǹkan, yóò máa ṣe. Wọ́n ti ní kí ni? Ẹ jẹ́ a ran àwọn tó kù náà lọ́wọ́, ká ranra wa lọ́wọ́. So ẹ sọ fẹ́ni tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ yín, ọ̀rẹ́ ni wá o, ọ̀rẹ́ la ó máa ṣe. Àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́? Kí ni ìkẹta? Ìkẹta ńkọ́? Diet, oúnjẹ tó lókun, tó ṣara lóore, òun ló yẹ ká máa jẹ. Àwọn kan ní àwọn oúnjẹ yẹn ó máa ń wọ́n ni, kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Gbin ẹ̀fọ́, gbin nọ̀mọ́, àbí kí ànàmọ́, gbin oríṣiríṣi pọ̀pọ́, gbin sí ẹ̀gbẹ́ ilé rẹ̀, wàá máa rí jálẹ̀ nǹkankan. Ìjọ tí ò bá ìso, ìwọ̀n bá owó lọ mú díẹ̀. Kó rí pé tó bá jẹun lẹ́ẹ̀kan lọ́jọ́, kó fèso sí. Ẹ̀fọ́ bọ̀ bó tiẹ̀ fi gbogbo nǹkan sí, bó jẹ rẹsì gbọ́n lé lórí, bó jẹ kíní kan, ṣáàrí kó wá nǹkan kan bí ẹ̀fọ́ kó jẹ ní ojúmọ́. Gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tó ní ká máa jẹ, kẹjẹ ká jẹ. Ẹ sọ fáwọn tó kù o, ẹ má dà nìkan gbọ́ o. Ìkẹrin ńkọ́? Ọ̀pọ̀ nù wa, ara mi le ti ju tiẹ̀ lọ, àbí? Ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan tá à ń gbé kiri àmọ́ nì. Tó yẹ ká máa lọ ṣe àyẹ̀wò lóòrèkóòrè. A dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ primary health care ti wà lárọ̀ọ́wọ́tó wa, kí lẹ̀ ń jókòó ṣe? Ẹ lọ, kẹ bá ti ń bá nọ́ọ̀sì ṣọ̀rẹ́ ṣe gbogbo ẹbí ẹ ti ń tòkú ọ̀rọ̀ sọ, á bá yín ṣe ìfúnpá yín, á bá yín ṣe ṣàyẹ̀wò ìtọ̀. So ẹ mú wọn lọ́rẹ̀ẹ́, kò ná wa lówó púpọ̀. Owó tá ń rò tó bá délẹ̀ tán, owó ọ̀hún gan àní rí tó máa ká nǹkan tó fẹ́ dà. So kó tó dìgbà yẹn, prevention is better than cure. So ẹ lọ, kẹ lọ máa ṣe àyẹ̀wò lóòrèkóòrè, ìfúnpá, ìtọ̀, ojú, gbogbo ohun tó yẹ kẹ ṣe, wọ́n á sọ fún yín, kẹ máa ṣe. Èyí tó gbẹ̀yìn ńkọ́ o? Kí ni ìgbẹ̀yìn? Ìyá alágbájá, wọ́n ti ń fún yín ní, wọ́n ní ìfúnpá gíga. Ó mà dàbí pé ìfúnpá tèmi náà máa ga, ẹ sì fún mi nú ẹ̀. Ṣàmọ̀ pé yẹn wọ́pọ̀. Àbí èmi ìtọ́ fún yín fún dóògùn gan, á tún ní bóyá tí n bá tún lo eléyìí mọ́, á tún lọ rà, á tún fi sí. Wọ́n ní tá bá ń lo oògùn eléyìí, à ń láti lo oògùn ẹ̀jẹ̀, à ń láti lo oògùn gbá, wọ́n á tún kó gbogbo ẹ̀. Oògùn tí wọ́n bá kọ fún yín, ẹ má lò. èyí tó dẹ̀ kọ́ fún yín ẹ lò ó dáadáa. Ẹlòmíì ti fi ọwọ́ ara rẹ̀ ó ti fi ṣe ra ẹ̀ ibi tó ti lọ ń ra oògùn tí wọn ò ní kó lò nǹkan tó dẹ̀ máa yọ sí lára nǹkan tí ò sí lára ẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ó lọ fowó ra wàhálà. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. Àwọn primary health care wa wọ́n wà lárọ̀ọ́wọ́tó wa. Ẹ lọ bí wọn nọ́ọ̀sì ń gbé ládùúgbò yín tẹ́ bá sọ fún wọn pé bàbá wọn ní ẹ lọ bá àwọn ti primary health care kàn ṣàlàyé fún yín bó dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé dókítà míì lẹ́mọ̀ ẹbíkíbi tẹ́ mọ̀ pé ìtọ́jú wà ẹ lọ kàn ṣàlàyé kẹ́yìn náà ṣàlàyé ara yín kí ẹ lè lo oògùn tí ó péye nígbà gbogbo. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa Pọ́fẹ́sọ̀ Akínyẹmí ẹ ṣeun o àjíǹde ara máa jẹ́ o Ọlọ́run á túnbọ̀ fokùn sára gbogbo ètò yín tẹ́ wá gbé sílẹ̀ yìí kó kù tẹ́ máa ṣe àtayọ̀ àtàlàáfíà pẹ̀lú gbogbo àwọn èèyàn yìí lẹ́jọ́ máa ṣe láṣeyọrí o eléyìí ò ní ṣàṣemọ́ fún yín ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ o.
Thank you very much, ma. Thank you so much to our mommy, our Professor Ikeoluwa. Thank you, ma. Now, I'd like to call the project manager. Èèyàn kan wà tó jẹ́ engine tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ lẹ́yìn. Ṣé mọ̀ páwa lẹ ti rí látàárọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ṣe fáyìn yìí òun ló ti wà ní ìdí ìṣàsùn tó ṣọ́ọ̀tì gbé ṣọ́ọ̀tì. Mo fẹ́ kí Máyọ̀wá wá dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín òun ni project manager wa Mrs. Máyọ̀wá Ògúnròǹbí. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm privileged and honored by the project team to bring this vote of thanks. I want to sincerely appreciate every one of you. We called you and you are here today. Thank you so much. Let me start standing on existing protocol. I want to appreciate the hospital management from our CMD and representative to also our College of Medicine management staff. Every one of you came out to support us today. We are grateful. I appreciate our chairperson, Professor Falade. Thank you so much, ma, for coming. Thank you for being there for us every time. Anytime we call on her, she's available for us. She's our mommy. We appreciate you. And also, Professor Adeshola Oguniyi is not here today, but he's here with us in spirit. He joined actually at some point online. We thank you also, sir, for mentoring us. For our Provost, College of Medicine, University of Ibadan, Professor T.O. Ogundiran, ably represented by Professor Bamidele Kolude. Thank you so much, sir, for coming here today. For our director, IAMRAT, mommy, we are grateful, ma. We really appreciate you. My Yoruba is not that smooth, but I will try to say some in Yoruba. Our medical librarian, thank you so much, ma. Dr. Grace Ajuwon, represented by Ms. Eunice Aliu. Thank you so much for being here today. To our FC, Mr. Ayoshino, my daddy. Anytime he sees me, he will say, Ogurumbi, you are here again to disturb me. Thank you so much, sir, for supporting us, for tending to our requests, for fast-tracking even when it's needed. We appreciate you, sir. To the Honorable Commissioner for Health, Dr. Oluwasheri Miajetumobi, thank you so much for sending your team members to be here with us today. And also to every of our project team members, those here, those not here, Professor Joshua Akinyemi, thank you so much, sir, for your kind support every time. And also to Dr. Femi Pokuola in absentia today. He couldn't make it. He had an urgent trip to make. Thank you all so much for making this dream come to a reality. I will go to our research team now. I am so blessed to have wonderful people working with me. The VALIANT project, when we started, it looked like an enormous task then, but God helped us all through. To all our interviewers, we have many of them in the team. Wave your hands if you are here. VALIANT team interviewer, we have them there in the house. Thank you so much for your commitment, for your passion, for giving us good data. We are grateful. And also to our NARU team, NARU research team, they are much in the hall there. Mrs. Koka, Dr. Koka, Dr. Zolujobi, Mr. Famuyiwa, Sam, we have a lot of them. Gabriel, Yomi. Let's wave our hands up as I'm calling your name. I want to appreciate you all. You guys are wonderful for getting this done today. We are grateful. Thank you so much. Then I will come to the community. I remember when we started in 2022, when we went to the community. Unfortunately, our gatekeeper then is not here with us today. passed on, and I will act, if I don't mention his name, if I don't honor him today, Mr. Bolagade Ahmed. He's a wonderful person. He received us warmly at every step, at every point. When we have any issue in the community, he's there with us all through till we ended data collection. We appreciate him and we pray that God, and also of note is Mr. Abdullahi. Every one of us here today can be linked to Mr. Abdullahi. He's a wonderful guy. Let's give it up for him. Thank you so much for the hard work on numerous projects that we've had. He has been very supportive. We don't even give him anything. Once we call, he's here. He will answer us. Mr. Abdullahi, only God can reward you. God, we appreciate you so much. To all our community members, our ward members, WDC chairman, community leaders, Badon North, Badon Northeast, we called you and you are here today. Thank you so much. God bless you. For our guests from Ministry of Health, we are grateful. Dr. Famaki, God bless you so much, sir. I remember the day we came to Badon North to meet you in the office. That was when the whole thing started. He received us warmly and he gave us the go-ahead to go to the community. And everybody that we met there worked with us wonderfully. Thank you all so much. Dr. Cadmus, my Oga. I dare not. I dare not. God bless you so much, ma, for leading us, for supporting, for the advices. I will just call Dr. Cadmus, hey, this is how to know. She say, my today, okay, let's do it this way. And we get things done easily. Thank you. For those that I did not mention, Emma Binu, God bless you. We appreciate each and every one of you. My Oga, Professor Rufus Akinyemi, thank you so much for giving us this ground to grow. Thank you for mentoring us. Thank you for the encouragement. He was live at the community. He will go and do assessments. Thank you so much, sir. God bless you. Dr. Lalusi in the US, bring my chocolate. God bless you. God bless you all.
All right, thank you so much. And we said our thanks, and anybody that we've omitted, we thank you nonetheless. This is my favorite part of the program. It's time to dance. I don't know if Oga wants to declare it officially closed, while the chairperson, Ma, please, we need you to declare it officially closed so that we can dance.
Yorùbá ni máa sọ lọ́tẹ̀ yìí. Paul wa ló kún báyìí láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ títí dìsín òfin yín dànsákì. Ẹ ṣeun. Inú mi dùn pé ẹ wá. Bí dẹ̀ ṣe pé ẹ kàn wá bí ní ara ọkàn yín wà pẹ̀lú wa. Ṣé ti gbọ́ àti ìṣetán o? Àwọn èèyàn mi gbogbo wọn ti ṣetán. Wọ́n sì ń padà bọ̀ wá bá yín. A jọ wà fún ọdún 5 míì sí. Olúwa dẹ́ mi gbogbo wa sí. Àṣeyọrí ni gbogbo wa máa ṣe ní nǹkan tá a bá dáwọ́lé. Àwọn
mo ríre gbà ó ṣe mí lóore. Mo ríre gbà mo múre sẹ́ o mo múre mo múre. Mo rọ́wọ́ rẹ̀ láyé mi, mo rí o, mo ríṣẹ́ rẹ̀ láyé mi, mo rí o, bí mo tilẹ̀ kéré ó fàánú gbà mí. Ẹ ṣé o, olóore, bí mo tilẹ̀ kéré ó fàánú gbà mí. Ẹ ṣé o, olóore, mo rọ́wọ́ rẹ̀ láyé mi, mo rí o, mo rọ́wọ́ rẹ̀ láyé mi, mo rí o, bí mo tilẹ̀ kéré ó fàánú gbà mí. Ẹ ṣé o, olóore, bí mo tilẹ̀ kéré ò fàánú gbà mí ẹ ṣé o olóore. Mo mọ̀ pé mi wá o, bàbá wa gbọ́ pẹ́. Mo mọ̀ pé mi wá o, bàbá wa gbọ́ pẹ́. Ẹ̀mí mímọ́ gbọ́ pẹ́ mi, mo fi yìn fún mẹ́ta lọ́kàn. Nàìjíríà yìí tí gbogbo wa ní kó máa gbọ́dọ̀ bàjẹ́ torí kò síbòmíràn tí a lè lọ àjò lè dàbí ilé ẹ jẹ́ ká fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ ká fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan gbé gbémigbé UCH yìí tí gbogbo wa ní kó máa gbọ́dọ̀ bàjẹ́ torí kò síbòmíràn tí a lè lọ àjò lè dàbí ilé ẹ jẹ́ ká fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ ká fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan gbé gbémigbé College of Medicine yìí tí gbogbo wa ní kó máa gbọ́dọ̀ bàjẹ́ torí kò síbòmíràn tí a lè lọ àjò lè dàbí ilé ẹ jẹ́ ká fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ ká fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan kéékèèmígbé ẹ ṣe ibi tẹ́ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹ ṣe ibi tẹ́ bá dé àdúpẹ́ o Jésù ibi tẹ́ mú wa lọ ẹ ṣe ibi tẹ́ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹ ṣe ibi tẹ́ bá dé àdúpẹ́ o Jésù ibi tẹ́ mú wa lọ ibi tẹ́ mú wa lọ ibi tẹ́